We're going to do that next. If you don't know what gold packs are, it's fairly simple. It's the packs that you get from the VIP when you go to the National. You can get Color Blast. You can get all kinds of stuff out of those. But more importantly, it's multi-sport. You can get players in that. So you just go in there, see if there's any players you like for anything, soccer, WNBA, all that stuff. They're all in there. So you can go in there and get you a spot, and then we'll run the whole case, but we're going to do 50, and then we'll do 50 more. All right, it is time to get into this Optic Blaster case break. Good morning, everybody. Good luck. I'm going to take the overlay down. If you need to see the overlay for any reason, it is up on, oh, that's not the right one. There it is. It is up on YouTube right now. All righty then, let's take this one down and let's get ripping. Okay? Let's get ripping. And whoever wins the fins, I'll write that in on the sheet. Whoever ends up winning them. Okay? 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 Okay. See if we can find one of them downtowns today. Nada. Justin, Josh Allen's in every. I don't know what that means. Can you get a Josh Allen base card? Absolutely, you can. 100%, no doubt. All right, good luck. It's rip time. Now, I don't remember who the Bills have as an uptown. They have something, though. I know the Bills have something. I just don't remember who it is. Because Donruss does different downtowns than Optic does. So, it's not always the same checklist. Sanders, Harmon, and some base. Yes, all card ships. Jalen Noel, Braylon Allen, James, and Tua. Oh, Charlie, who knows? Just type it in, see what you can find. See what you can find. No, you didn't, Justin. No, you didn't. Yeah, I know, B-More. I know. We're going to be all right. It's not that bad. Just imagine you're watching Finding Nemo today with Primo. It'll be all right. Let's see here. Who won them fins? I wonder. J Penn. You sure did. Here, let me write that in real quick. Okay. And we got that. I'm going to go ahead and put it in on the overlay. I wrote it down on the sheet. Okay. We got Tommy and Shuck. And some base. What is it? Somebody go over to YouTube and tell me what it sounds like over there. DJ Giddens, Jimmy Horn, and some more base. Does it sound like that over there too? Oh, I know what it sounds like over here. We're just going to have to live with it until somebody comes in that can actually maybe troubleshoot it. Ty Felton and some base. It doesn't sound that bad. I listen to it on my phone. It's not like annoying or anything. It's not a big deal. Luther Burden, Travis Hunter, and some base. Appreciate you hopping in that next one, Adam. Hey, C. Rummy, good morning. Sawyer, Jack Sawyer, HN, and Warner. That's right, Salty Dog. That's right. James. Marvin Harrison and Kyler Murray, Hopkins and Dorsett. It don't sound that bad, folks. Are y'all okay? It sounds like I'm Johnny 5. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like I'm Johnny 5. Benjamin Morrison, Colston Loveland, base. Bayou said he didn't even notice. I don't think it sounds that bad either, Justin. Helm. Johnny 5. Dylan Gabriel and some base. Milrow, A-Chan for the Panthers, and some base. A little bit more base. Omari and Hampton, Tet. It just sounds like I'm in a barrel. That's what it sounds like to me. Sounds like I'm live streaming from a barrel. Good morning, Joe Rilla. I'm good, C. Rummy. We're gonna try to find that downtown. Yes, we is. Yes, we is. Scorton, Silver Noel will take, and a little bit more base. Hey Charlie, your day was over. Your day was yesterday. Stop it. You get a 5-second timeout. Stop it. Smith, Tommy, and base. Terrence Ferguson, Matthew Golden, and some more. Yep, it does. You're right. It does. Somebody will be here in the next hour or so that can look at that. Shadur, Oots, and base. I did the refresh on my end and it didn't do anything, so. Kalel Mullings, Caleb Johnson, Shuck, and Ramsey. Oh, he only got a 5-second timeout. He'll be okay. It's because his time was to shine yesterday because of the break number. He's trying to relive that moment, and you just can't do it. Good morning, Sarah. Savion Williams, Colston Loveland. Yeah, it's not that bad. I don't know. Maybe everybody's got a different experience. Tej Johnson, Ollie Gordon. Maybe it sounds worse on iPhone versus Android or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. It sounds okay on mine. I know I hear it, but hold down Control Alt Delete. Well, thanks, War Steelers. I think I might try that. Watkins, Nolan, and base. That's right, Ray. Travion, Tyler Warren, Carlson, and Lofton. Okay. Brent, I'm not doing Marvel today. I don't have any more Sapphire. Barron, Eamon Worry, Monk, and Barkley. We out of Sapphire. Question of the day is what is the movie you stop on, C. Rummy, no matter when it's on? Campbell, Jaden Higgins, Ellick, and a little bit of base. You know how much you like that base. Yes, I do. Okay. No, it's gold packs. There's got to be somebody in there you want, like Hogan's in there. Like, there's a lot of different options in there. It's not just football. You got plenty of options. Jaden Higgins, Cam Wood, and some base. And yes, all cards ship. All right, let's get this to the side. That's 4 blasters in. That's just 4. We got more. All right, give me some more of these real quick, like. That's what I say. Sapphire Baseball won't be in-house until sometime next week. And good morning. Nada. Yeah, I know Chuck. I do. I know Chuck. $20 blasters, Justin. No, it's not just you, Stolen Valor. Something's up. I tried to troubleshoot it, but there's nothing I can do. I guess I'm going to need to put a post-it up there that says, I'm aware of the sound. I did everything I know how to do anyways. Mason Taylor, Warren Moon, and base. Johnson, Howie Long, Smith, and McCarthy. Yeah, I don't know what it is, Stolen Valor. I know I know the IT was in here doing stuff on the computer yesterday. I'm sure it has something to do with that. Walker, Jalen Milroe, the base. Well, I don't know. If you've never done gold packs, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how to explain it. Other than it's broken up by the athlete, and most, I think, don't most spots have more than one athlete? I'm not sure. I'll have to look at it again. Lane, Omari and Hampton, and base. All right. Renewed. I wanted to get up there when I was in Indiana the other day, or in June, but I didn't have a chance. Harvey, Royals, Scorton, and London. I didn't have the time to get up there. It was my family reunion, and you know how family reunions are. There's not a whole lot of time. It's you go and you do. Your time is kind of already spent. You know where it's going to be. Good morning, Fat. Trey Amos, Christian McCaffrey, Henry, and Daniels. That's what I thought, Matt. So you've got multiple. Every spot's got something more than just one. Damian Martinez, Allen, and Bateman. So Travis, I've got the vast majority. So my dad had 10 brothers and sisters. My mom had 10 brothers and sisters, and the vast majority of them never left Connorsville, Indiana. Some did, not just a couple. Pretty much everybody else in the families they made stayed in that area. Matthew Golden, Harmon. We got Robbie Utes and Jackson Diott with some base. Diott, Jackson Diott on the light it up. Shuck, Jake the Snake. I don't think we're doing pop till next week, Charlie. Jimmy Horn, Jaden Blue Patch. We got Baker Mayfield Silver and a Justin Herbert. So yeah, I think it's safe to say I'm probably related to 65% of the entire population of Connorsville, Indiana. I don't know it, but I think it. Noblesville. Travis, I don't know if I don't know where Noblesville is. Ty Felton, Khalil Mullings, Ayuk, and Carr. I don't know Indiana. I mean, I kind of know Indiana, but I don't know it that well. Makuba, Savion Williams, and some more base. Good morning, Michael. We got Elijah Arroyo, Dante Thornton. We got Tootin, Kittle and Purdy, Sutton and Parsons. Yeah, Ray, I wanted to get after some. We've only done that once in the morning since I've been here. So I was like, let's do some gold packs. Let's see if we can find somebody a true D. Donovan, Tyreek Hill. Close to Indy, okay. Woody Marks, Justin Herbert on the silver. I don't. Travis, the best way you could put it is Central Indiana or Western Indiana or Southwestern. Like that would help me more than anything because I don't really branch out of. And once I get across the border over into Connorsville, I don't know much else. Donovan and base. Like I only go up there to visit family, so I don't. I know some of the area. Don't get me wrong, but I definitely don't know the vast majority of Indiana. Jaden Higgins and some base. Mr. Higgins. I have been to Evansville. I know where Evansville is. And Richmond. That was the goal, Tabs. That was the goal. Devin Neal, Kyle McCord, and base. Good morning. Anything outside the region cannot claim the Bears. Pierce, Martinez, and base. Malachi Starks, Amon Ra, Donovan McNabb, and Tracy Jr. Renewed. Pat Bryant, Drew Bledsoe. We haven't hit any autos or blue glitters or anything yet. Jackson Dart base. Deion Sanders for the Falcons. and just a little bit more base. Tabs, I don't know. There's been about 8 people that's done that this week. So I'm not sure if whoever you're referring to, probably, I just don't know. There's been about 8 of those that's happened to this week. Good morning, Eric. The King of Norway. No, I didn't know that one. Basketball, I think we did it all I think it's all gone, Class A. I think we ripped out last night. I don't know that for sure. I'd have to look in the room, in the, where our product is, but I think we ran through all of it, I think. We got Jihad Campbell, Watkins, Connor, and Jackson. No, I didn't see that either, Flip. Jaden Higgins, Travion Henderson. Yeah, you guys did go through some basketball last night. Yes, you did. I think they did some case breaks of it, and then they did some mixers, but I think we ran through what we had. I don't know that for certain, but I think it's gone. Kyle McCord, Quinshon Judkins, and the base. 100,000 likes will get you to shop the stand. Yes, it will. Damian Martinez, Savion Williams, Nico, and J.K. Dobbins. We got Derek Harmon, Thornton Jr., Godwin, and Komet. Kenneth Grant, Ty Felton, Stephon Diggs, and Jamal Charles. Hey, Zach, good morning. Good to see you. I hope everybody's having a good start to their Friday. I know it sounds like I'm in a barrel right now, or under the sea. Under the sea. I know. Somebody will be here eventually that can maybe take a look at that. They're not here. I'm here a little bit earlier than most of the of everybody that comes in. DK, Egbuka, Spears, and Jonathan Taylor. And yes, all card ship. All card ship. We got Loop, a silver Matthew Golden. We'll take that. And a mix-in with a Caleb Williams. No, it's gold packs. We're going with gold packs this morning. I don't get the opportunity to do that all that often. And I know not everybody's super familiar with it. But you'll see. Even if you don't get in, maybe you should watch. They're kind of fun. They're different. Rourke, Oots, Terry Bradshaw, and Greg Zerline. Take me to your leader. What is it? Stolen Valor, Mars Attacks. Gang. Genty, Blue Glitter. It's the one and only Tyler Loop. We also have Ashton Genty with Alad McConkey. Tyler Loop. The Blue Glitter you didn't know you needed. Right here. There it is. Cam Miller, Pacheco, and Jaden Reed. Have a good day, Charlie. Dylan Sampson, Makuba on the silver, Fields, and Charbonnet. Good morning, Beth. Welcome in, everybody. Demetrius Knight, Torrey Horton, Williams, and Kurt Warner. Oh, it's Friday. Yes, it is. Riley Leonard, Evans, Gannon, and Hester all day long. Lambert, Smith, Quinn Ewers, Andrews, and Jamar Chase. That's right, Juan. No time like the present. What did we get yesterday? We got a Rookie Kings yet. Oh, there it is. Juan. Hey, Juan. But you're going to miss 6782, bro. Miles Garrett. Shadur Sanders. Good luck. It's not a rookie. It's a Niner, and I know who this is. Deion Sanders on the Uptown going to Johnson. Okay, all right, so be it. A deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Old Panini. Every time Panini gets you. It's always Panini. Tops very rarely get you. Panini gets you. Andres, McCord, Montgomery and Green. Good morning, Cameron. Hey, Dom, good morning. I know I've got a little bit of a different break in there, you guys. So, it might be salty. It's a gold pack break, 50 packs. That's half the case that they come in. We'll run the other half too. Tootin, Hubbard, James, Jaden Daniels, Donovan, Terrell Owens, Smith, and Prescott. And just so you know, the vast majority of everybody in there signs in some capacity. Okay. Although we may not have seen every single one of them yet, for the most part, Hulk Hogan signed, so they had some stickers laying around that they could use. Woody Marks, Gunnar Helm, Woodson, and Tua tag a bag of ravioli. Will Johnson, best tutties for the Commanders, C.J. Stroud, and Kenneth Gainwell. Mason Graham, Saquon on the silver, Brunell, and Hurts. I'm not sure what Cameron. So there's a golf spot in that. I think maybe more than one, but I know there's one in those gold packs. As far as golf product, whenever new stuff comes out, we usually rip a little bit of it. But for the most part, we don't typically have any golf kind of sitting around. But the gold. You're trying to. Okay, I got you. So the gold packs are just what come from VIP. When you go to the National, they're the VIP gold packs. Olave, Rice, and Richardson. We ripped a whole bunch of them last year. This will only be the second time I put them up on the board in the morning. So this year, anyways. I have, Tim. Yes, I have. All right, we got these 4 and 4 more. 4 more and 7 years ago. Nada. Well, we should still have an auto. We should have a fire emoji too, hopefully. I agree, Ray. I think they are too. They're different. You're not going to see. It's not something you're going to see very often. Pat Bryant, Woody Marks, McCaffrey, and Smith. Let's get it, Moroccan. Where are they? Where are they hiding at? Jackson Dart, Will Johnson, Love, and Achane. We're not done yet. Oh, we're not done yet. Tez Johnson, Randy Gregory, Kelsey, and Chancellor. Maybe we can get lucky and it could be one of those cases with the downtown and an uptown. It doesn't happen very often, but it happens. Jordan Watkins, Andres, Bigsby, and Brian Thomas Jr. You never know. I think this is the auto, or it's a downtown, one of the two. Oh, it's an auto. St. Brown, Tyleek for the Lions, and Signature Series, Chiefs. It's Jake Brenningstool, the greatest ever known. Jake Brenningstool. I can honestly say I've never pulled a Jake Brenningstool auto until today. Today was the day. Today was the day. It was just Jansen. Today was the day for it. It was time for him to be seen. It's Brenningstool Day.
A deed.
The player looks disappointed. Barron, Tez Johnson, Cruz, and Schultz. All these blasters I've opened, I've never seen that guy. Pack Attack, I've never seen Jake Brenningstool. Where's he? Somebody go find out where he's from. Like, what college did he play for? Harrison, Jared Goff, Silver, Williams, and Calvin Johnson. He had to be good at some point to even be at the Chiefs facility. Kyle Williams, Torrey Horton, Pearsall, and Myers. I know, it does. It does. Colston Loveland, Mitchell Evans, Moon, and Jordan. It does sound weird. Dylan Gabriel, Quinn Ewers, Breeze, and Marquise Brown. I don't know, Pack Attack. I really don't. Jake Brenningstool from Ravenwood High School in Nashville played for Clemson. Well, John Reed. He played for Clemson. Okay. Trevor H. and Best Tutties is Herbie and McConkey. Golf and Ozzie Newsome. Well, we got our auto. We're looking for a fire emoji at this point and a surprise. Ty Felton. Tamara, Ty Felton's showing up for you. Harris and Evans. Old Ty Felton decided he wanted to come out and play with Mr. Brenningstool. User, hi. Good morning. This is the first thing I usually lead off with when somebody says something like that. If you don't know anything about breaks, I would recommend just sitting back and watching. Quite a few of them. If you do know what breaks are, everything's pinned at the bottom of your screen, and there's also a shop button at the bottom. So if you're new to TikTok, you have to set up a TikTok shop account. Name, address, all of that stuff. Tesla, Trey McBride, Jefferson, and Derwin James Jr. Oilers are Tennessee, Tanner. Tennessee. Eamon Worry, Demetrius Knight Jr., Worthy, and Bledsoe. Sup, Easton. Ellick, Riley Leonard Silver, Pollard, and Deion Sanders. Cam Wood, Jackson Huaz, Young, and McBride. Judkins, there's Devin Neal. There he is. Purple Shock Edition. Chase Brown and Keon Coleman. Robbie Oots, Ellick for the Titans. Atwell and Komet. Tell Joe Boo. You hear that, Joe Boo? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Shuck. Cam Wood. Jennings and Charles. Hey, you never know, Kelsey. You never know. Old Devin Neal, he likes to lurk. He's one of those lurkers. Jimmy Horn Jr., Ashton Genty, Drake London, and Blake Groupie. Appreciate you, Cameron. We got Ty Felton, Trey McBride, Henry, and J.J. McCarthy. Don't be a Devin Neal hater. I am. Field Mob. Makuba, fire emoji. Jalen Milroe for the Seahawks. Emmett and Keon Coleman. No deeds for Joe Boo, huh? Elijah Arroyo, Ashton Genty, Jordan, and Devontae Adams. Well, Devontae. Well, we got 4 blasters left. Can we get lucky one time in our life? Just one time. That's all right. We'll remember it for the rest of our days. Can this one have a downtown in it too, please? It is, Matt. It is. Please? Please? There's no hidden deed. I'll keep waiting for a blaster to fall out of there, but it just won't do it. That ever illustrious 21st blaster. Good morning, sir. Nada. Well, we got everything we were supposed to get. Can we get a surprise now? Or maybe a couple of good rookie QBs. I mean, we've hit Dart, but it was on the base. Can we get a purple shock or a silver? If it's a base card, it's okay. It'll be all right, Noah. It's going to be okay. Life is going to continue on, and we're going to be just fine. I promise. It's going to be all right. Mason Graham, Woody Marks, Penix, and Owens. Egbuka, Will Johnson, Puka, and Gibbs. Jackson Hawes, Matthew Golden, Dunze, and Eric Armstead. There's Devin Neal again. There's Devin Neal on the silver. Look at this. Collect the whole set. Ridley and Wilson. Did I really miss a purple shock Jackson Dart? I mean, I guess it's possible. I'm interested now. I'm vested. There's a Jackson Dart base. I remember that. Yeah, there's no Jackson Dart purple shock. Pay attention, Noah. My goodness. James Pierce Jr. James Pierce Jr. Likely and Henry. Yeah, Kaysen, we'll do some baseball today. Actually, there's baseball in the shop right now. Gold packs. Starks, Donovan, Waddle, Higgins, Thornton, Malachi Starks, McLaurin, and Eric Dickerson. Only 7,943 spots left in the gold pack break. That's not bad, folks. Thanks. Congratulations. We're almost halfway. No, we're not. Collins, Pat Bryant on the silver, Murray, and Baker. It's Pat Bryant. One time. Just one time, be a downtown too. Please. Torrey Horton, Jalen Royals, Ed Reed, and Njoku. Mitchell Evans, Michael Williams, Crosby, and Josh Downs. Quinn Ewers, Travis Hunter for the Jags. We kind of needed that. Stafford and Leggett. There you go, Kellen. A little something for your troubles. It's Travis Hunter. Cam Scattaboo, Drew Brees on the silver, Garcia, and Dante Culpepper. Well, 2 blasters left. Keep the dream alive. Kyle McCord, Trevor Achan, Sam Laporta, and Bo Nix. Damian Martinez, Jared Goff silver again, Patty French Fries, and Kirk Cousins. That's 2 Jared Goff silvers. What does that mean? What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything. Derek Harmon, Najee Harris, John Elway, and George Kittle. Good morning. Grant, Mason Graham, Kirk, and Jackson Smith. It does mean, that's true, though. It does mean that. It's morning time. Taylor, Shuck, Allen, and Grossman. It's Friday morning is what time it is around these parts. Travis Hunter, Jimmy Horn Jr., T-Law, and Brian Robinson Jr. Riley Leonard, Luther Burden for the Bears, Judy, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Kendre, Lambert, Smith, Will Howard, Collins, and Schultz. Well, good morning, Bran. Appreciate you hopping in that gold pack break, James. We just can't have a downtown and an uptown, can we? They just won't let it happen. Trey Harris, Jamar Chase and Joe Burrow, Chris Godwin and Lamb Jack. Just won't let it happen. They're not interested in such things. Andres, Tyleek Silver, Diggs, and Purdy. I think that's the second Tyleek, too. Tyleek again, Matthew Golden Silver, Flowers, and Suggs. It's a little oddball case here, wasn't it? It was a little oddball. It happened. Matthew Golden, Nicky Manwari, Jonu Smith, and J.K. Dobbins. Okay, let's get this to the side here. I'm going to do a recap of this break. And then what I'll do is I'll have to open the gold packs, and then I will drop in the VIP. Why am I drawing a blank on what that's actually called? Loop. Where's our illustrious auto? Right. Diamond box. No, it's something else. I usually call it something else. Not that that's wrong, but what do I usually call? What is that called? I can't remember what I call it. No, what is it called? Gem box. That's it. Thank you. Graham, Golf, and I'll put the Sparkle pack in there too. Breeze, Dart, Woody Marks, Trey McBride, Ellick, Riley Leonard, Ty Felton, Deion Sanders, Jaden Higgins. We got Jaden Blue on the patch, Dart, Royals, Hampton, Jaden Higgins patch, Ellick, Braylon Allen, and Matthew Golden. It's a little bit of an oddball case. We did get everything we were supposed to get, but it was still a little oddball. It just is. It's just the way it is. There's no other way to see it. Saquon Barkley, Tyler Warren, Terrell Owens, Caleb Johnson, Chris Olave, Jalen Milroe, Howie Long, Ollie Gordon II, Shuck, McMillan, Genty, Colston Loveland, Jared Goff, Woody Marks, Keon Coleman, Will Howard, Luther Burden, Shuck, Travis Hunter, Noel, and Gold and Silver. Appreciate you, Moroccan. Pat Bryant, Quinn Ewers, Matthew Golden. Good thing you got the Dolphins, bro, because the Bills were non-existent. You got the Dolphins on the givey. At least they showed up in some capacity. Travion Henderson, Herbie, Baker Mayfield, Shuck, Cam Ward, Jake Brenningstool, America's favorite. On the auto, Tyler Luke, Blue Glitter, Jalen Milroe on the fire emoji, and the Uptown Deion Sanders for the Niners. And what's pinned at the bottom of your screen is the other half of these. That's what that is. It's the other half of these. All right, it is 9:01. I am going to start ripping. Good luck, everybody. Second half of the case is in the shop right now. Good luck. Darius Acuff Jr. followed up with a Steve Young out of 75. Not too shabby start. I heard he was a pretty good player once. Also, he's left-handed. That boy buy you. That boy buy you. Darius Acuff. And out of, I think, 149, Dennis Rodman. Yep, out of 149, Dennis Rodman. That spot sat there for a minute. One pack in, cooked. Shaquille O'Neal. What do we got here? Oh, okay. It is Vinny Jr. on that shorter print. Yeah, Amber, I'm ancient. I know. Tony Gonzalez and Larry Bird, nasty. Man, these cards look so good. I haven't gotten to open a whole bunch of these, so they did a good job this year. Larry Bird. So that spot's got 2 already. Roger Staubach, Julian Sand out of 149. Okay. No, it's the other half. The other half of this case is what's pinned. That's what that is. Allen Iverson and Lauren Betts on the. I'm still going to call it Baja because I want to. Mike Tyson and Roger Clements out of 50. K13. So did you get the same spot again? Are you sure you didn't just get the same spot again and that's 2 transactions? Asia Wilson, Sammy Sosa out of 50. Okay. Keyshawn Henderson followed up with a Joey Logano. There's that NASCAR out of 75. And these cards they're clean. They're crisp. They're cool. Super cool. It is John Elway. We got a snakeskin. Miami. Dan Marino. Yep, we'll take that. Danny boy. Drogba. Ooh. Is it upside down? It's an auto. Good luck. Pittsburgh, Seth Hernandez, 3 out of 5, Nebula Deed. A deed.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Old Seth Hernandez said, "What up, dog?" All right, there's one at you. Good morning, Justin. Dominique Wilkins with AZ Fudd out of 149. GSL, I don't know if they got, Pittsburgh's got some legit prospects in their system right now. Dale Earnhardt Jr. and another Larry Bird. Uh-oh. Mischief. Phil Mickelson and Lauren Betts out of 149. Old Lauren showing up. Old Lauren Betts is showing up. We got a long ways to go, though. Seth Hernandez and a Nolan Ryan on the silver. That's right, Zay. We need to get it right? Here we go. There you go. Bell followed. Uh-oh. Is this this is one of the Hall of Fame autos, I think. Yep. Dwight Howard on the auto going to Arkham. These weren't on the checklist. People had to open them up to find out that they were there. Old Dwight Howard chilling in the cut. We've got Vinny Jr. and Peyton Manning out of 90, out of 99. I thought I was wrong there for a minute. I thought I was wrong. If you're walking, boy, you're wrong. That's what our coach used to tell us in football. If you're walking, you're wrong. George Brett. Peyton Manning one more again. Oh, Peyton Manning's starting to show up. Watch out now. And even these base cards will get top loaded, you guys. So, Paige Beckers and a silver George Brett. Mbappe and a Conor McGregor out of 75. I see you, bro. Paige Beckers and a silver Emmitt Smith. Larry Fitzgerald and Yannick Sinner out of 75. Yannick. John Rahm and Steve Young, a little color match action there out of 99. That's the second Steve Young of the break. We've got Andy Reid and AZ Fudd out of 149. We'll take that too. Double up, double up, double up. Caitlin Clark and Lauren Betts again. The Lauren Betts, that's 3 times now. Lauren Betts. We've got Kalina Smith, and for Utah, John Stockton on the snakeskin. We're all out of that clipped. We're all out of that. Connor Griffin, and there's Vinny Jr. again. There he is. So be it. So be it, Vinny. Messi and Kingston Fleming out of 75. Wilson and Bell. Bell showing up out of 99. Calvin Johnson with Lauren Betts again. Lauren Betts. My goodness. Hey Aiden, yeah, I'm aware of it. We're just gonna have to roll with it. I listened to it. It's not that bad. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna be just fine. Paige Beckers and Vinny Jr. again. Uh-oh. I think we got an auto. Cole Palmer out of 50. That was, no, I was getting ready to say, I thought that was one of the last spots, but it went a little bit sooner than that. Cole Palmer on the auto, and that is 10 out of 50. Cole Palmer on the Acha. ESPN 8, the Acha. Holland and AZ Fudd again. Yeah, I did everything I could to try to make that clear up, and it didn't work, so. Chris Henry Jr., what in the world? Larry Bird Part 3. That's 3 of these. That's 3 in just these 50 packs. Drew Brees, Jesus Made out of 149. Roger Staubach and Randy Moss out of 25, I think. Yep, last on print out of 25, Randy Moss. I catch a beat running like Randy Moss. Derrick Rose and Caitlin Clark Silver. Caitlin Clack. I know. I was thinking the same thing. Ric Flair and Pulisic. Take that. Jesus Made, and wow, is that the fourth one of those? My goodness. My goodness. Calvin Johnson and Vinny. That's the third Vinny Jr. This is interesting. This is interesting. Kate Anderson and Roger Staubach for the Cowboys. Old Roger Staubach. This was one of the first really good cards I had in my collection. I remember my dad bought, you know, back in the day, you could get lucky every once in a while and somebody would just have a whole box to buy. They'd be like, give me $125 for the whole box. Well, he got one of those and it had a ton of 1972 football in it. And one of them was Roger Staubach's rookie card. Paid for the box and then some. And Arkham, that's where that, who did I send you? That's where that Terry Bradshaw came from. Allen Iverson and Dan Marino out of 75. Correct. That's where that Terry Bradshaw came from. Brianna Stewart and Bo Jackson out of 50. I had that card for the vast majority of my life, Arkham. Not every second, but I couldn't have been too old when we got that box. Kate Anderson, Bo Jackson out of 149. Really, Tim, that's cool. Brianna Stewart and Bobby Witt Jr. finally made an appearance out of 75. We've got 5 packs left. Snakeskin, Christian Pulisic. USA, USA. Paige Beckers and Phil Mickelson on that Baja. Huckleberry, this has been a little abnormal. I mean, I've only done this twice, but still. Dennis Rodman on the shorter print. And something must be chilling in that second half. That's all I can say. Something's chilling. Floyd Mayweather, Drew Brees out of 149. Last pack magic. Calvin, and last pack magic it is. Good luck. New England, Rob Gronkowski on the auto out of 10. Looking pretty good there. That was one of the last spots to go, or close. No, maybe not. No, I take that back. It wasn't one of the last spots, but we definitely take that.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
All right, let me get this. Let me get these to the side here. I'm gonna do a recap of what we got in this, you guys. I know there were more than a couple kind of duplicates in this, but you know, you just don't ever know what might just be chilling. But I am going to do a recap of this break. Give me 1 second, and then the second half of that case is in there now. But let's see what was in the first half, replay style. Drew Brees out of 149. Dennis Rodman, Phil Mickelson, and Roger Staubach. Vinny Jr. Fudd out of 149, I believe. Yep. Caitlin Clark, Larry Bird. Fudd again out of 149. Vinny Jr. Lauren Betts out of 149. Vinny Jr. Lauren Betts. Steve Young. See what I mean? Like that's, yeah, you usually see some of that, but that's maybe a little bit more than normal. Peyton Manning, Larry Bird, Steve Young was out of 75. Kingston Fleming's out of 75. Yannick Sinner out of 75. Peyton Manning out of 99. Lauren Betts. Julian Sayin out of 149. We have Larry Bird. Joey Logano out of 75. Sammy Sosa out of 50. Roger Clements out of 50. Vinny Jr. Dennis Rodman out of 149. Bobby Witt out of 75. Bo Jackson out of 149. Bo Jackson out of 50. Christian Pulisic. Randy Moss out of 25. Jesus Made out of 149. Fudd 2 more times out of 149. Dan Marino on the snakeskin. Conor McGregor out of 75. Dan Marino out of 75. Bell out of 99. We had Dwight Howard on the Hall of Fame auto. Pulisic on the snakeskin. John Stockton on the snakeskin. Cole Palmer auto was out of 50. Rob Gronkowski auto was out of 10. And the Seth Hernandez was out of 5. 3 out of 5. And that's the first half of the case. Now give me a second. I'm going to get this to the side here. Give me 1 second, you guys. You're absolutely right. Okay. Hey, Bear Down, I'll probably do some tomorrow morning. I don't know what your days look like, Bear Down. And good morning. I'll probably do some tomorrow morning. Because I didn't know it, but Mrs. said I had another one that I could do. I thought this was the only one I had available to me, but she said I could do another one. So I'll probably do them again tomorrow. Okay, and I hope you're having a good Friday, brother. All right, it's time. Good luck. The 5-box football break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. 3 Resurgence and 2 Cosmic, and we've only opened 2 boxes out of that Cosmic, and one of them was the white hole box, so we should be done with those. There should be nothing but something good in those boxes remaining in that case. Hopefully a lunar, maybe. You don't know. You don't know these things. All right, good luck, everybody. And we'll do some baseball later, too. Well, it starts out with a Caitlin Clark base and a Keelan Russell out of 50. Out of 50. Bear Down, how you been out there? I feel like I ain't seen you in a minute. I know you're in Mr. and Mrs. Live quite a bit. You doing all right? You doing okay out there, playa? Conor McGregor and Keelan Russell again. Well, I guess it's just going to be endless amounts of Keelan Russell. I'm sorry, everybody. That's just the way it's going to be. I see you, Aiden. Bo Jackson. Hulk Hogan on the silver. That's my boy right there. That's my boy. It's Hogan. I got you, Bear Down. I know that feeling. I hope everything's okay, though. AZ Fudd and Vinny Jr. That is the 4th Vinny Jr. in this case. That's kind of obscene. That's a little bit obscene at this point. That's a little bit obscene. David Ortiz. Look, what is happening, dude? Hold on. Hold on. I've seen quite a few of these open. What's happening right now? What's happening? Are there... Can we get 3 superfractors because that's happening? Yeah, but how many Vinny Juniors can there be, Ice King? Dirk. Paul Skeens out of 50. Darius Acuff Jr. and a silver Cade Anderson. Man, that... Bobby Witt and John Rahm on the Baja. No, something's brewing. Something don't feel right. Something's brewing. Ain't that right, Kimberly? Tell him. Tell him. Tell him. Tell him, Kim. Tell him. Steve Young, and look at that. All I had to do was say it. That's That's a super frat. That's what I think it is, right? I'm not going to say it, but that's what I think that is, right? I'm not tripping, right? That's what I think that is. Yeah, but did you see what else I saw? I'm pretty sure it's more than just that. What's that up in that upper right-hand corner there? Good luck, everybody. I can't tell which way it's going. I think that's upside down. Good luck, everybody. Chris Henry Jr. on the Color Blast 101. Holy moly. Hey, hold on. Hey, hold on. A deed. Oh, man. That's nasty. Oh, 1 out of 7. You're right, CJ. My bad. It looked like 101. My bad. 1 out of 7. My fault. You're right. 1 out of 7. My bad. It looked like 101. No, when I looked at it, I thought it said 101. It said 1 out of 7. But we'll still take it. Dan Marino and Roman Anthony out of 50. Benny's done for the day. My bad. I don't know. Hey, I've only opened one box of these up to this point. Mike Vrabel and a silver Randy Moss. Joey Logano, and there's an Arch Manning finally out of 75. Arch Manning and a snakeskin Darius Acuff Jr. Brett, these are VIP packs. There's 50 of them in this. There's 100 in the total box that they come in. You get them at the National, or they come from the National. That's what they are. And I'll probably run this again tomorrow morning. Rob Gronkowski, AZ Fudd, out of 149. I think that's the 5th time that this card has showed up in this case. I don't think it ends there with Chris Henry Jr. though. I don't. I really don't. This is definitely a little abnormal. Don Mattingly and Cade Anderson out of 75. I believe that's the Griffey spot. We'll take it. That's why I asked. I was like, I don't know. Is that what I think that is? Look at this. I've never seen a case like this. I've seen cases where people show up, one person, maybe two, show up a lot. I've never seen this whatever's going on right now. Julian Sayin, Calvin Johnson out of 50. Granddaughter of Elma. Elma Fudd. Tony Gonzalez and a Bo Jackson on that shorter print. It is Chris Henry Jr. out of 7. I thought it was out of 1, but I was wrong. It's okay. I can live with being wrong. Bryce Underwood and Dennis Rodman out of 149. Picnic basket. Jonathan Elway, Vinny Jr. for the 7,000th time in this box, in this case. I don't know. Derrick Rose and Caitlin Clark on the Baja. Ethan Holiday. Calvin Johnson out of 75. Calvin's hitting a little bit now. AJ, what is that from? That's from a movie, isn't it? Barry Sanders and a silver Roger Staubach. DeChambeau and Ric Flair out of one or out of 99. Woo! Lisa Leslie and Gunnar Stockton on the Baja. Madam Fudd and Brianna Stewart on the silver. Oh, this one doesn't open. I get to keep this one. This one's for me. This one's mine. Just ask Chelsea. She knows how all this works. Emmitt Smith and it's Vinny Jr. again, this time out of 75. Vinny Jr. won't stop, can't stop, won't stop for anyone, ever. Understand? Whoa, watch it there, Kimberly. This is a kid's show. This is family friendly. Look, again, I'm sorry, you guys. I've never seen this. I've seen gold pack boxes or cases that just have a certain player and quite a bit. I've never seen one where there's like 5 of them that keep showing up. It's the first for everything, I guess. Bo Jackson, Ken Griffey on the silver. It's out of 7, C-Money. It's out of 7. Caitlin Clark base. Steve Young out of 99. Did you get a deed sticker, Scotty? Finally. DeCorian Moore and Dirk Nowitzki. Giambi. I mean, I'm not, dude. Arkham, you're gonna have like 5 of these. Nolan Ryan and Connor. Oh, that's sick. Conor McGregor, 11 out of 15. That's nasty. Just Chelsea, you know how I do. You know how, hey, you know, I mean, that's just how I roll. It's just, some people got it like that. Yeah. But I will say there's been a lot of duplicates, Chelsea. There's been a lot of duplicates. I don't know if that caused all of this. I don't know if that's the catalyst to it, but Connor Griffin and Gunnar Stockton on the Baja. Lawback, he's not easy. He's really not. Like if he's not. Paige Beckers and Seth Hernandez out of 75. He's probably the most difficult one in there. Chelsea, no, this one's a little bit. I've seen that. This is so Vinny Jr. has been all over this box. AZ, this card right here has been all over this entire case. And then who was the other one? It was a WNBA player. We pulled like 8 of them. I've never seen it quite like that. I just haven't. I guess there's a first time for everything. Brianna Stewart, see, like what you're gonna have Arkham. You're gonna have the whole set. There's not gonna be any of these out of 149 that exist anywhere out in the world except for right here. You're gonna have them all. You're gonna have every single one of them. Allen Iverson. I can't make this up, you guys. I'm sorry. I don't pack the packs. I really am. I'm genuinely, I'm sorry. I mean, this is like, Shaq, Eli Manning. There was a crack in the matrix when they printed this box. Silver Jason Giambi. Phil Mickelson and Dirk again. Guess you never really know. I've never seen one quite like this one. Lisa Leslie and Jesus Made on the Baja. That's Chris Henry Jr. there, Aaron. Hey, Dustin. A base version. And Spike Lee out of 50. Now, the Spike Lee out of 50 is actually kind of cool. The little color match action. Whoever got that Mike Tyson spot, that's kind of cool. Spike Lee out of 50 with his jacket and all that. That's pretty cool. Barry Sanders and Magic Johnson out of 75. Dustin, it's going to be okay. Whatever has your nerves all mixed up, you're going to be okay, Dustin. I promise. It's okay. Trust me. It's going to be all right. Derrick Rose. Lauren Betts, that's who it was. And Kingston Fleming out of 75. Harry Kane and Hogan out of 149. Somebody said here Hogan's on the way. That's right, Two Broke Crew. You called it. There he is. It is power, and it was an abnormal case. There's no other way to look at it, you guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You're all sitting here with me. It was a little abnormal. Zidane out of 99. I don't know if this card right here took all the powers or what, but it's a little abnormal. Yeah, Chelsea, I'm probably going to run. Mrs. said I didn't know I had another one that I could run, so I'll probably run this again tomorrow morning. I get on around, well, you know when I get on. Ken Griffey Jr. That's just obscene. It's obscene. I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say, you guys. At least it's a good player. Fleming and Larry Fitzgerald on the Baja. Endrick and a silver Roger Clemens. Well, Shy Guy. Hey, look, at the end of the day, they are what they are, you guys. I apologize. I don't pack the packs. It's just the way the cookie crumbled in this one. I'm going to do a recap of what we got in this one. I appreciate each and every one of you that got into this. But it was very centered to actually three players in this. Larry Fitzgerald, AZ, Jesus, Dirk Nowitzki. Hang on, I want to see how many was actually in this particular break. So that's number 2. That's number 3. Gunnar Stockton, that's number 4. Steve Young out of 99, that's number 5. Stockton, Caitlin Clark, Vinny Jr., John Rahm, Hulk Hogan Silver, Cade Anderson was out of 75. Arch was out of 75. Dennis Rodman out of 49. Keelan Russell out of 50. And Roman Anthony out of 50. No, I'm used to seeing duplicates, just not like that. Keelan Russell out of 50. Another one. Paul Skeens out of 50. Vinny Jr., there was a lot of these in that case too. Conor McGregor out of 15. That's nasty. Dirk Nowitzki, Bo Jackson, Calvin Johnson out of 50. Zidane out of 99. Out of 149, Hogan. Flemings out of 75. Derrick Rose. Magic Johnson was out of 75. Eli Manning. Vinny Jr. is out of 75. Seth Hernandez out of 75. Ric Flair out of 99. Calvin Johnson out of 75. Spike Lee out of 50. Snakeskin, Darius Acuff Jr. And the 1 out of 7 Color Blast, Chris Henry Jr. I'm just going to say he took all the powers. Something when they were printing, they were like, deed, and then, all right. It is in the shop. You got your chance at the team that somebody missed out on somebody because more than one person asked me. And I'm going to unpin it and pin it back. There it is. Okay, we don't have to wait anymore. It's rip time. Identical break in the shop. I'm taking the overlay down. And we going to rip. Oh, we ripping. Oh, we ripping. Whole lot of shaking going on. All right, good luck, everybody. We're starting with Resurgence. We'll just alternate. We'll do Resurgence, Cosmic, Resurgence, Cosmic, Resurgence. Why? Because I said so. That's why. I don't know why the same breaks pin at the bottom of your screen. Maybe because it's nasty. Did you ever think of that? No, you didn't. Unbelievable. Empty. And whoever wins Shop the Stand first go around, we'll do that at the end of this break when I'm done. Okay? Gino. Patty Mahomes, Jahmyr Gibbs, Rome Odunze is out of 175. Chris Olave and Shamar Turner. I can't tell if that. No, it's not. Kyle Hamilton, Penix, Kyron Williams, Tate Ratledge, Achan, and Torrey Horton. Christian Gonzalez, Breece Hall, Christian McCaffrey, Mini Diamonds, Terrence Ferguson for them Rams going to Kyle, Travis Hunter, and Ashton Genty on the base. Mr. Ferguson. Bucky, Terry, Jettas, Trey Amos out of 375, Jerry Jeudy, Ty Felton. War Dog, just leave the page and come back. Leave the page and come back. Slayton, Smith, Bosa, Evans, Jettas, and Jackson. Bowers, Brian Thomas Jr., Amon-Ra, DK out of 250, Will Howard, and Abdul Kata. Abdul, Mr. Barba in the house out here trying to hit that shot to stand. I see all of yins. I see each and every one of yins trying to get that shot to stand. I see it. You can't hide from me. Benny, I don't know. I didn't look at it that judiciously. I don't know. You need to look it over and make that decision. Pickens, Prescott, Jaden Daniels out of 299, James Cook, Herbie, and Sawyer. Like before I send a card in, I look at it, then I make somebody else look at it, and then I look at it again before I ever send a card to anywhere for grading. Rome Odunze, Chuba, Lambjack, TJ Watt. For the Chargers, it's Trey Harris on the Acha going to Nachillo and Pat Bryant. No, it's the same break we're doing right now. Pinned at the bottom of it's the same break. There's only a couple of teams off the board, so I would imagine most of anybody you'd be looking for in that's still there, I think. Jonathan Taylor, Lad McConkey, Drake May, Barrett Carter, Shadur on the refractor, and Bayshal Tootin. And it's not showing me who won. That usually tells me who won. Jug, if you're out there, make sure and claim it, and then we'll do that at the end of the Gonzo, I see you. So just hang out with us. When I finish this break, we'll do Shop the Stand, okay? And then you guys will be hitting Shop the Stand again in about 6,000 likes. Burrow, Hendrickson, Kraft, Lawrence Tet and Michael Williams. RPA time. T-Law, Derwin James, Alvin Kamara, Walter Nolan. For the Colts, it is Riley Leonard on the RPA and a DK for the Titans on the base rookie. All right. Hurts, Kittle, Pollard, Achane. Out of 15. There you go, Fins. The Ice King. 15 out of 15. Take that. Patrick Mahomes and Mike Green. All right, let me get some of this base out of my way real quick. That's just one box. We got 4 to go. We got 4 to go, and then the identical break is pinned at the bottom of your screen right now. You guys aren't that far, are you? Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Seeing what cameras are working here. Okay.
Oh, I turned, that was on this morning. I turned it off.
How'd you turn it off?
I just closed it. I X'd it out.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll have to, don't save it then when you close.
Don't save it. Okay.
Yeah,
so now I didn't know that.
I'll have to show you.
Okay,
I'll
that's
have to
cool.
Show you a different way.
Okay. Well, it was the only way that I knew. I tried unplugging it. That didn't work. So
Okay. Yeah. So it would just freeze it.
let's go ahead and get Shop the Stand in there. Give me 1 second, because you guys deserve to get your givvies when you get there. You work hard enough for it. And then the next one would be 300,000. So just so you know. Get this base up out my face. Not always, though. And popping up in your upper left-hand corner is the next Shop the Stand Gibby. Empty. All right. We continue onward. No, it is the same break pinned at the bottom of your screen. There's only 7,948 teams left in it, so that's not bad. It's almost halfway full. Kyle Pitts, CeeDee Lamb, 4 out of 5, Starfractor for the Cowboys. Well, AJ collects. I'm pretty sure we take those.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
CeeDee Lamb and Elijah Arroyo. Jordan Love, Travis Kelce, Josh Allen on the nucleus, and Jahad Campbell. We'll take that. And like I said, we did have the white hole box yesterday in the one that we did. The first box had it did have an Equinox auto in it. But basically what I'm getting at is we shouldn't see just a white hole box again. Not in this case. Dexter Lawrence, that's only happened one time in all the cases I've opened. Jahmyr Gibbs and Kyle Williams. James Cook, Brian Thomas Jr., Terrence Ferguson. Jer, Caleb, Kyron, and Caldwell. Tua, Christian Gonzalez, JT, and an Omar Norman Lott on the refractor. Brees Hall, Ricky Pearsall, Scattaboo, and Tesla. Casey, the question of the day is, what is a movie whenever you're scrolling through the channels that you always end up stopping on? Even if you don't watch all of it, whenever it's on, you stop and watch a little bit of it. Mike Evans, Debo, Puka, and Barrett Carter. Black Hawk Down Interstellar. I Am Legend. Jefferson, Collins, James Cook, and Shamar Stewart. Man on Fire. Yeah, Charlie. Sertan, Prescott, Kamara, and Billy Bowman Jr. Forever. Achan, Theo, AJ Brown, and Swessinger. The Patriot. Ooh. Quincy Williams, Bucky Irving, Puka Nakua, and Matthew Golden. Scary Terry, Kenneth Walker, Shadur out of 199, and Travis Hunter. We'll take a Shadur out of 199. He'll be starting in 2 weeks. Out 3 weeks. Pulp Fiction's another good one. CJ Stroud, Bo Nix, Patty Surtain II, and Josh Simmons. DeAndre Swift, Hill, Young, and McMillan, and Marks. Oh, man, there's a lot of answers for me, breaking rips. But I'm going to have to go with Tombstone. Like, I might keep going past Lord of the Rings. I'd probably stop for a second. Or Star Wars or something like that. I'll probably stop for a second. But if I'm scrolling through and Tombstone's on, I'll probably watch a good 30 minutes of that. Every time. Fields, Metcalf, Josh Jacobs, and Donovan. I'm your Huckleberry. That's just my game. Say when. Bryce Young, Trey Benson, Lamb Jack, and Jaden Daniels, and Landon Jackson. Oh my goodness, it's Stephanie. Jalen Hurts, Geno Smith, Tyreek Hill, and H.M. Hey, Berto, good morning. We got Jones Sr., Micah Parsons, out of 50, Trey Harris, and Mike Green. Oh, Speed's a good one. I haven't seen that in a long time, Mark. That's a good one. Why, whatever do you mean? Hi, Steph. Hi. Rico Dowdle, Lamb Jack, Ashton Genty, and Gunnar Helm. I hope you're doing well, Steph. I don't think I've seen you. I don't know. Did I see you this week? Well, I'm seeing you now. It doesn't matter. All right, let me get this out of the way. We got 3 hobbies left. We've got 2 Resurgence and another Cosmic. And no, it's the same break. I don't think there's many teams off the board though. Yeah, it's not many. No, there's an absolute plethora of teams left in the next break, and that's just fine. Resurgence. The Music Man, Mr. Holland's Opus. Whenever Mr. Holland's Opus is on and I scroll past the channel, I always watch a little bit of Mr. Holland's Opus. Yep. Empty. Cortland Sutton, Pittman Jr., Puka Nakua, Chris Olave, Quinshon Judkins, and Travion Henderson. Barkley, Darnold. Yeah, we're doing baseball today. Scary Terry, Max Crosby is out of 299. Michael Penix and a Cam Scattaboo base. Battlefield Earth. Oh no. Oh no. Revenge of the Nerds. Justin Jefferson, Nico Collins. We've got a Josh Allen out of 225. We'll take that. Christian Gonzalez, Shadur, and Jahad Campbell. We'll take that Hoove. We'll take a little Josh Allen out of 225 numbered action. Yes, we will. Brock Purday, Jaden Daniels, Rashid Shadeed, Michael Penix, Travis Hunter, and Josh Simmons. Everybody clap your hands. Will Anderson Jr., Aiden Hutchinson, Micah Parsons, Quinshawn Judkins on the refractor, a Dylan Sampton RPA for the Browns, and Isaac Tesla. So when we did calisthenics in elementary school, I grew up in the country. My elementary school was called Goochland Elementary School. And we would do calisthenics in the cafeteria. They would pull up all the tables, and that was like the biggest space that we had in the school. But what I'm getting at is that when we did calisthenics in the morning, we used a record player. My gym teacher had a record player, and he put records in there, and we would do the normal things that all of us did, jumping jacks and all of that stuff. But when he put the record player on, he had a record that was the dance moves to Michael Jackson's Beat It. So there was no music. No, I'll take that back. There was music, but you didn't hear Michael Jackson singing. All you heard was the instructions to do the dance. And the one thing that will be stuck in my head forever is shoulder circle front. That's what we were doing. There's a bunch of 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds doing that dance. Josh Allen, Calais Campbell, Xavier Worthy, Derrick Henry out of 425, Cam Warden, Barron. Shoulder circle front. That's old school. We also did line dancing too. Yes, we did. Good morning, Wesley. Patty Surtain, CeeDee Lamb, Bryce Young, Isaiah Bond, Jerry Jeudy, and Elijah Arroyo. Yes, we did line dancing. Yes, we did. Marvin Harrison Jr., Tua, Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, CeeDee Lamb, and Jalen Lane. Baker Mayfield, Deebo Samuel, CJ Stroud, Baker Mayfield out of 399, Cam Ward refractor, and Cam Wood. That's right, way back in the 1900s. Back in my day, we used to listen to the records players. That's a number one hit tune, all right. Jackson Smith, Coop DeJean, Stephon Diggs, Chris Paul out of 175, Genty, and Mason Graham. We used to walk to school uphill both ways, boys, Sonny Jim. Tyreek Hill, Max Crosby, DK Metcalf, Kyron Williams. And for the Giants, out of 50, gold action. Scattaboo. Yep, stop, drop, and roll. That's right. I got another. V sit and reach. Yeah. V sit and reach. Does anybody remember that?
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Maxwell Harrison. Calvin Ridley. Derrick Henry, J.C. Horn, Colston Loveland, Tyler Shuck on the refractor, and Jalen Walker. V sit and reach was what everybody had to do that. We had to run a mile. We had to do V sit and reach. We had to do pull-ups. What else was a part of that? I don't even remember anymore. That's what I remember. Pull-ups, V sit and reach, and running a mile was part of our requirements. That's right, Ryan. That's exactly right. It's electric. Sit-ups. That's one too, Justin. You're right. I don't remember the pacer test. I don't. That one they didn't make us do in Goochland, Virginia. Empty. But we had to run a mile. Oh, the board with the pegs. I remember that. Oh, middle school was the rope. You had to climb up the rope. Surtain, Dak Prescott, Trevor Lawrence, and Harrison. The pacer with I got you. Okay. Aaron Jones, Rico Dowdle, Barkley for the Eagles, and Mason Taylor. We had something called neutral ball. It was our version of dodgeball. And it was basically the neutral ball. You use the basketball court, right? You use that as the border. Danny Dimes, Calvin Ridley, and Derek Harmon. You use that as the border, and if you had the neutral ball, you could run over to the other team's side, and you would have right down at the key, in the key of of basketball, you'd have 2 bowling pins. The girls would typically surround the bowling pins because, I mean, not all of them, but most of them weren't interested in playing dodgeball. Some were, most weren't. So they would be the ones that protected the bowling pins, because if you knock the bowling pins over, you lose. We called it neutral ball, and it was spectacular. Derwin James Jr., Drake May, Brees Hall, and Darius Alexander. Darius Alexander seen better days there. That's right, Tight Chain. That's true. Malik Neighbors, Goddard, Bowers, and Ollie Gordon. But neutral ball was awesome. It was really, really good. I played a ton of kickball in elementary school and 4-square. We played a lot of 4-square. Darnold, Pollard, Dexter Lawrence, and Burden. And our blacktop where we played kickball, it had a hill at the bottom of it, which is pretty cool. Like so you could hit a home run pretty easily in kickball where we played. CJ Stroud, Bo Nix, Jalen Waddle, and Connerly. So you could, basically the track was down at the bottom of the blacktop, and the hill got you down to the track. Jerry Jeudy, Chris Olave, J.C. Horn on the nucleus, and Michael Williams. So yeah, kickball for us was pretty fun because you could hit a home run pretty easy. The Chivas has one Shop the Stand Part Due. Oh my goodness, what do we have here? What do we have here? Is this an out of 5 case super short print? I think it might be. So that'd be the second one. All right, we've got Tyler Shuck on the base. Lambjack, good luck. I think this is I think it's out of 5. Steelers, TJ Watt, 2 out of 5, Supernova. Going to Charles. Charles, nice hit. So our Cosmic boxes had a out of 5 Starfractor, CeeDee Lamb, and an out of 5 TJ Watt. That's pretty nasty. That's pretty nasty. I'd also like to say that we've only pulled 1 auto out of these boxes so far in this case. So things are looking up for the next break as far as autos go. But we'll see. Oh,
hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
nice hit. Nice hit. Pitts, Love, Barkley, and Dante Thornton Jr. J.J. McCarthy, Dexter Lawrence, Burrow and Chase, and Tyler Warren. GSL, I'll do my best. I got this, and I got a Resurgence box over here. I'm here. All right, come on. All right, I did what I could. I told Joe Boo what was up. I used telepathy. That's right, folks. There's one thing you don't know about Primo is I have the power of telepathy. Bryce Young, Trey Benson, Bucky Irving, and Dylan Gabriel. I know that's a lot to take in. I know it's a lot, but also, stop thinking that right now. Devin Achan, Matthew Stafford, Cam Scatterbo out of 150, and Tyleek Williams. The word of the day today is... Give me a minute. Theo, Quincy Williams, Josh Allen, and Jaden Higgins. Irvin, Terry McLaurin, Quinshon Judkins, and Egbuka. Conundrum is the word of the day. I like conundrum. That's a good one. How about the word of the day is one I said earlier, blase. Today's word of the day is blase. Flowers, Bijan, Cam Ward, and Will Campbell. Blase is the word of the day. Blase. Tua, Christian Gonzalez, T. Higgins, and Kyle McCord for the Eagles. Hi, Aunt Kinsey. I'm doing great. How are you doing today, Aunt Kinsey? Hall, Pearsall, Josh Allen, and Jalen Milroe. Wesley, Wesley, pay attention. Wesley, look up at the TV or the phone or whatever your mom's watching this on. Wesley, hey. Blah. Zay. Z-A-Y. Blase. Blase. That's the word. Blase. That's blase. Mike Evans, Samuel, Jacobs, and Kaiser. Justin Jefferson, Nico Collins, Marion Hampton, and Travion Henderson, and Jordan Birch. Look at all them. Look at all them Jaguars. Yoshi, you know better than that. Now, Yoshi, you know not to put that in the chat. You get a 5 minute. You're going to get a 1 minute in the corner mute for that. You know better than that. One of these days you'll learn, Yoshi. One of these days you'll learn. Just don't say whatever you want to say. Okay, that's half of it. That's half the battle. Yoshi, that's half the battle. Just because you think it doesn't mean you need to put it in the chat. All right, thanks. Appreciate you. And good morning. All right, the finale is now. Same exact break pin at the bottom of your screen, empty. DeAndre Swift, Jalen Waddle, Justin Fields, Mike Green out of 225, Tet, and Blue. Boy, they're really not treating you very nice, Bassmaster Drew. I'm here for it. I see it. They're really not. Aaron Rodgers, AJ Brown, Xavier Worthy, Christian McCaffrey on the refractor, and Quinshon Judkins with the Princely. Judkins is out of 299 for the Brownies. 300,000 likes will get you to shop the stand again. Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Charlie, it's been pretty good. Let's see if we can get one more RPA deed. Jackson Smith and Jigba, Coop DeJean, Stephon Diggs, Tyler Shuck Refractor, Tyler Shuck Refractor Part 2, and Will Johnson. Blase. And we got a Chris Olave, Saquon Barkley, Sam Darnold, Thomas, Travis Hunter, and Tez Johnson. What, Blase? Matthew Stafford, Kelsey, Allen, McKinney, Egbuka, and Amos. Base, you go over here. Why are you giving me a hard time? Stop it, Base. Stop it right now. Blase basically means you're kind of like... Without using the technical term for blase, you're kind of discombobulated. You're blase, like... Bleh. Garrett, Bosa, Robinson, Allen. Actually, it means more than that, but that's the one that I said first. Chase and Leonard. Blase probably has about 3 definitions. Bo Nix, Jerry Jeudy, Caleb Williams, Brees Hall, Jaden Daniels, and Kelvin Banks Jr. RPA time. McCoy said the Panthers are making me feel that way. We've got Drake London, Jordan Love, Achan, Jalen Noel on the refractor, and our RPA is a bear. It is Luther Burden going to Matt and Woody Marks. Luther Burden is out of 149 on the RPA. Well, we got a couple packs left. I'll do a recap of this break when I'm done, and then I'll do a roll call for what's off the board in the next one. We've only got 7,493 teams left in that, so we're almost ripping. We're almost there. GSL, I don't. Well, I can't lay any claim on the gold packs. If you want to put this break on me, fine. But I can't take the claim. I can't claim the gold packs. I'll take the blame for this one, but I can't do it. Out of 299, Jaden Daniels and Tyleek Williams. Also, GSL, if you have any questions about whether or not I pull nasty cards, you should just scroll through the last, 100 videos on 238 cards. It might make you feel a little bit better about things, even though you didn't get something today. Tyreek Hill, Max Crosby, DK Metcalf, Calvin Ridley, Jamar Chase, and Will Campbell. Derrick Henry, J.C. Horn, Cortland Sutton, Maxwell Harrison out of 299, C.J. Stroud, and Mason Taylor. Yoshi wants to get muted again. I'm going to oblige you. All right, now you get 5 minutes. Next one, Yoshi, you get the whole live. Try me. Try me, bro. Try me. Michael Pittman Jr., Puka Nacua, Jackson Dart out of 149, Bucky Irving, Tom Brady, and Makuba. All right. I'm going to do a recap of this one. Not till next week, Dippa. Not till next week, probably. We're going to get some. I just can't give you a date on when it'll actually be here. But I do know that Mr. was saying that we're going to get some, so I just don't know when it's going to be here. Recap time. That's absolutely right, Lori. You never know. No, I don't want him to think that there's no way to know that those were going to turn out that way this morning until we opened them. Jalen Noel, Christian McCaffrey, Green out of 225, Ward, Burrow and Chase, Lamb Jack. Sure, yeah, War Dog, you should. I think they're all volunteer. No, they're not. The fire department is, though. J.C. Horn, Saquon Barkley, Loveland, Chris Paul out of 175, Judkins, Crosby out of 299, Genty, Josh Jacobs, Young and McMillan, Scattaboo, Jahmyr Gibbs, Shedeur, Amos out of 375, Quinshawn on the white hole, and Josh Allen out of 225. We've got Shedeur out of 199, Roma Dunzi out of 175, Cam Ward, Derrick Henry out of 425, Lamb out of 299, Scattaboo out of 150, Trey Harris out of 50, Josh Allen on the nucleus, Jaden Daniels out of 299, DK out of 250, Baker Mayfield out of 399, Jackson Dart out of 149, Maxwell Harrison out of 299, Josh Allen out of 225, Shuck, Judkins out of 299, Burden out of 149, Dylan Sampson out of 149, Terrence Ferguson on the mini diamonds, Shuck on the refractor, Riley Leonard on the RPA, Devin Achan 15 out of 15, Trey Harris auto, Scattaboo out of 50, and we had the TJ Watt red 2 out of 5 Supernova, and CeeDee Lamb 4 out of 5, Starfractor. It's kind of nasty. And then baseball's in the shop. We'll run that one, and then we'll run a different one after that. I promised that I'd put Gilded in there, the Gilded break, and that's what's in there right now is the Gilded break. So, good luck. It's ripping time. Did you like rippins? I like rippins too. Why does it look? Hold on. All right. Good luck. Who is the best team in the AFC? The Cincinnati Bengals. Nah, I don't know. Empty. Jerry Judy, Caleb Williams, Drake London, Josh Allen on the refractor, Baker Mayfield, and Shamar Stewart. RPA immediately. I'm good, Eli. Jordan Love, Devin Achan, Dexter Lawrence, Campbell for the Niners, Jordan James, last team Magic. The Niners are already on the board, just like that. Bam, on the board, immediate. And Malachi Starks. I don't know. I really don't know who's the best team in the AFC. I just said that because my mom's a Bengals fan. TJ Watt, James Cook, DeAndre Swift, Derek Harmon out of 75, Malik Neighbors, and Travis Hunter. Yeah, Eli, we're just chilling and ripping and chilling. You know how we do. Bucky Irving, Terry McLaurin, Justin Jefferson, Caleb Johnson out of 375, Jackson Dart, and Nick Eamon-Worry. It's true. It's true. No. Nico, Pat Surtain, Drake May out of 350. It's a start. Hang on. That's my bad. Let's raise that up a little bit. Drake May, Micah Parsons on the refractor, RJ Harvey, and Gunnar Helm. Appreciate y'all hopping into that next baseball. Yes, Gilded is in there. Yes, it is. On the board, Richard, of the guy we really want. Oh, maybe Tom. Tom, too. CeeDee Lamb, Bryce Young, Marvin Harrison, Scattaboo Refractor, Jackson Dart, and Trey Harris. And if you've never seen Gilded, it's its own product, you guys. It's the best box of cards I've ever opened. Doesn't have that many in it, but it's that, and then it's the Sapphire Marble that came out this year is second, in my opinion. I've opened a lot of cards over the last 40 years of my life. I'm telling you, those particular ones are at the top of the list. Sam Darnold, Matt Stafford, Travis Kelce, Christian Gonzalez out of 199, Bo Nix, and Gunnar Helm. Also, Bowman Chrome used to be one of my favorites for all sports. This is back in the day now. Josh Hines Allen, Xavier McKinney, Myles Garrett, Marvin Harrison Jr. We got an on-card auto here. Trey Harris. And it's Cam Ward on the on-card auto going to Matt. Hi, Matt. Would you like a deed? Because you just got one.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Joey Bosa, Bijan Robinson, Joe Burrow, Jaden Blue, Abdul Carter, and Tommy for the Raiders. Yeah, it's something they need to start looking into, B. I agree. If these guys are going to be signing their names, they need to up their signature game a little bit. What would it take? 2 weeks, if that, to be good at it? Probably less than that. I was just being nice. Tua, Malik Neighbors, Garrett Wilson, Baker Mayfield, Brock Bowers, and Tommy. Ever pulled, Casey? Okay, this is gonna sound silly. Okay. This is not the card my dad bought me. So to answer that, Casey, probably my favorite card, the one that I got most excited about. I've pulled better cards than this when I was an adult, but this would have been Kid Primo. There was a Leaf set of baseball. I want to say it was like 93 or 94. And I pulled a Frank Thomas insert out of it. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it had the American flag on it. And this was back in the day when it was really, really hard to hit an insert. That was my favorite pull. Like, I knew I had just hit a card better than any card I'd ever opened out of a pack. I remember that better than most. That one stuck with me a little bit. I still have the card too. Jackson Smith, Coop DeJean, Diggs, Hill, Malik Neighbors, and Josh Simmons. It's not the most expensive card in the world. It was okay at the time, but it was a big deal at that time. Josh Allen, Calais Campbell, Xavier Worthy, Cam Ward on the refractor, Loveland, and Ferguson. Hey, guess what? We got 4 more hobbies to go. And again, it's not always about the big hit. You can like a card that isn't worth that much. You're allowed. It's okay. You can do it. It's allowed. Then after that, I did hit a very good card. Probably years down the road, but I bought, or maybe my dad bought, I don't know. Somehow I got my hands on a full set of Topps baseball 1990, and the Error Frank Thomas card was in that complete set. I opened it up to see if it was in there. It was in there. The missing name, it was in the set. Williams, Irving, Schultz, and Harvey. So I've had luck with Frank Thomas twice. McLaurin, CJ Stroud, Jalen Hurts, Riley Leonard. Bo Nix, Aiden Hutchinson, Xavier Worthy, and Ashton Genty. The most fun I'd ever had as a breaker. I've had a lot of fun, and we do every single day. But it was shortly after I started giving it a go. I started breaking on this platform. And I would say, I think it was my second break ever. A mom, dad, and their son bought into the break and got the Chargers. It was for their son, and they all huddled around and they watched together. I pulled him a Herbie downtown in the second break I ever did, and he freaked out. Luther Burden and Cam Ward. That's really cool. That was exciting for something like that to happen that quick. Pitts, Love, Lamb, and Eamon Warrior. I haven't looked in a while, Donnie. I don't know where it's at. When I was growing up, it was like a $2,000-$3,000 card. I don't know what it is now. Gibbs, Pickens, Ollie Gordon on the refractor, and Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Like, he was freaking out and running around. Okay, so it's still in the same range, really. That's what it was when I was growing up, so. Garrett, Flowers, Lamb, and Tez Johnson. It's fun. It's fun. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be fun. I do. I still have it too, bro. Yes, I do. Robinson, Tua, Christian McCaffrey, and Collins. I still have the set that I pulled it out of. Now, obviously, I took that out of the set. I put that in a top loader. Christian Gonzalez, Brees Hall, Derrick Henry, and Cam Scattaboo. Pearsall, Evans, Daniels, and Travion. That's awesome, Sydney. Here we go. Redemption. We've got Jalen Noel. This this highly doubtful this will be Omarion Hampton or Matthew Golden, but we'll see. Good luck. Topps redemption card. Congratulations. You are due to receive an Equinox autograph gold. That's out of 50. Interstellar refractor parallel of Derrick Henry for the Ravens. Yes, please. Tyler, nice hit. Derrick Henry, Equinox auto out of 50, bro. That's nice.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
A deed. A deed. Well, he's supposed to sign. Get it, Amanda? He's supposed to. JJ, Dexter Lawrence, Genty, and Brock Bowers, and Makuba. Purdy, Cook, Saquon, and Jonas Anchor. Well, hey, look. Hey, remember how good Adrian Peterson was? He fumbled quite a bit too. Swift, Hill, Jackson Smith, and Ingram Dawkins. Fields, Allen, Jared Goff out of 150, and an Omarion Hampton. This has been an excellent case of Cosmic. Absolutely. No doubt about it. Debo, Jefferson, Stroud and Collins, and Josiah Stewart. We still got 3 hobbies left, too. Collins, Surtain, Mayfield, and Walker. Prescott, Young, Jefferson, and Buchanan. Corbin, similar boxes will be in that next baseball break. I guess the biggest thing is Gilded won't be. Benson, Murray, Quinchon, and on the space dust, Dallas Goddard out of 75 for them Eagles. Not too bad. This is awesome. Awesome. Oh, that's sick. Are you kidding me? Can I buy that card? Achan, Johnson, Pickens, and Shadur. All right, let's get into a little bit more resurgence. All I've got to offer you now is baseball, you guys. We've done more than a couple of football today. Baseball's next. It's pinned at the bottom of your screen. If that one doesn't intrigue you or if your team's missing, we'll run another one. So I haven't yet, Yoshi, but you better stand tall. You better stand ready. You never know when it's going to happen. Salty. At what age did you know you'd be a star? Well, without sounding too vain, my teens. 14, 13. TJ, Cook, Swift, Waddle, McMillan, Sanders. I thought it might be, Drew. I thought it might be. Fields, Rogers, Brown, Jalen Walker out of 299, and Burden. You're so vain. No, you guys, I look. You know what, Stolen Valor, you're not wrong. I'll just say this. I was big into acting. And we'll just leave it at that. JJ McCarthy, Cam Ward out of 350, Deebo Samuel, Dak Prescott, and Jaden Higgins. I always thought I'd be somebody that, you know, we all think that when we're kids. Oh, I'm going to go and I'll be in Hollywood. And like, okay, sure, bro. No, life happens and then you get a job and then you just work. And that's reality. Nico Collins, Patty Surtain, Lamb, Garrett Wilson, Quinshon Judkins, and Omar Norman Lott. Bryce Young, Marvin Harrison Jr., Tua, Jack Kaiser, another one. Now, this one's probably Matt Golden. Watch. Jalen Reed and Topps redemption card. Congratulations. You are due to receive a radio rookie relic. That's RPA teal. Surge parallel of Matthew Golden. There it is. There it be. Matthew Golden. Stephanie.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a D.
Malik Neighbors, Wilson, Mayfield, Cam Wood out of 250, Matt Stafford and Dylan Gabriel. It look a good. It look a real good. Well, I don't know. I guess that all depends on if you like baseball or not. Because it's pinned at the bottom of your screen right now. Also, next shot the stand would be 400,000 likes. Y'all got a little ways to go on that one. Debo, CJ Stroud, Bo Nix, Matthew Stafford for the Rams out of 149, Xavier Worthy, and Mr. Scorton. I don't know that reference, eh? Well, thank you, Kings of Cardboard. Jerry Jeudy, Caleb Williams, Drake London, Baker Mayfield, Isaac Tesla on the auto going to Matt. Nice, Matt. And you know what? Forget the fact that it's out of 375. Look how nice the card is. That's a deed, man.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Watts. Love, Achan, Lawrence, Ollie Gordon, CeeDee Lamb, Taj Brooks. Via. It's Derrick Henry and the other one's Matt Golden. Doing well, 15. Murray, Chase, Goff, Malachi Moore, CeeDee Lamb, Cam Ward, and Jalen Royals. Yeah, I saw that, KC. I saw that there's not going to be any more Pro Bowl. Good. Sauce Gardner, Justin Herbert, Kool-Aid McKinstry, Brock Purdy, Derrick Henry, and Kenneth Grant. The Pro Bowl hasn't mattered since I was in my 20s. Jaden Daniels, Rashid Shaheed, Will Anderson, Kool-Aid, out of 275, Jaden Daniels Refractor, and Darius Alexander. The Pro Bowl hasn't mattered since Sean Taylor took out Brian Moorman. That's when it ended. That's when it ended right there. That was the last year. All right. Cosmic, and then we still got one more. Nothing. Matt, we've been getting some nasty cards out of this particular Cosmic case. We're going something. I mean, we've hit everything. We've hit a lot of good stuff. Pollard, Crosby, Jamar Chase, and Caldwell. I anticipate seeing the same out of this box. Man, that's my quarterback. Achan Jr., Gibbs, Watt, and Arroyo. Pickens, Garrett, Neighbors, and Campbell. Baseball used to be a fun all-star game because whoever won that got home field advantage in the World Series. It's not that way anymore, but it used to be. Uh-oh. 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 Constellations. Brian Robinson, you don't see these very often. Kyle Williams, let's see who it is. Good luck. For the Jacksonville Jaguars, they sat and they sat and they sat, and Marcos came up in here, copped them up, said, "What up, homie? What up, playa? Let me get my deed." Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
a deed. Duval. Oh, that's a nice. Evan, Samuel, Herbert, and Donovan. I don't think that'll be the only hit in this box either. Justin Jefferson, Derrick Henry, Nick Scorton out of 150, and Travis Achan. It look a goo. It look a real goo. There are 13 better QB than this guy. 13. 13. That's the number. Not 14, not 15, but 13. Collins, Surtain, Jacobs, and Mike Green. Dallas Goedert, Sam Darnold, TJ Sanders, and Josh Simmons. Tua, Christian Gonzalez, Murray, and Baker Mayfield, and Terrence Ferguson. Breece Hall, Ricky Pearsall, Sweat, and Woody Marks. Well, it's all right. He can have his opinion. I just don't know why he picked 13. He must be looking at his spiral notebook where he wrote the 13 down, and then he looked down at 14. It was T-Law. Trey Benson, Devin Achan, Nico Collins, and Caleb Johnson. Theo, J.C. Horn, Jackson Smith, and Jigba, and Jack Besh. It is. One's Derrick Henry, one of them's your boy, Matt Golden. He was a trapper keeper. Williams, Irving, Garrett, and Kenneth Grant. Strict 9 said, I had the discussion of him and named them. Uh-oh. So Strict 9's got it all figured out. He's also got a direct line to Adam Schefter. Yeah. He can hit a button and get Adam Schefter on the phone within minutes. Terry McLaurin, CJ Stroud, Cortland Sutton, and Will Campbell. Dak Prescott, Bryce Young, Jalen Walker on the white hole, and Gunnar Helm. It's T-Law. Bo Nix, Jerry Jeudy, Cam Ward, and Caleb Williams, and a Kyle McCord. Caleb, Kyle Pitts, Calvin Ridley, and Jalen Milroe. Yoshi's got the Jets, Tim. It's his favorite team. I think we might have an auto here. Good luck. Jack Kaiser, Caleb Williams, Egbuka out of 50 for the Bucks. Well, Mastro. You get a deed. Playa.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
T-Law would have been in the top 12. But there's footage of him at Waffle House, so he just decided to put him at 14. JJ McCarthy, Jonathan Taylor, Buchanan out of 199, and Jordan Birch. No, J-Ray, I'm good, bro. I'm good on that one. Dexter Lawrence, Brock Purdy, Scattaboo, and Harrison. All right, Resurgence is the finale. We've gotten some really good cards out of this. Good luck. Oh, do you really, J-Ray? Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? You sure about that? Finale time. And then I'll do a recap of this, and I'll put the baseball break up in the background. Geno Smith, Mahomes, Gibbs, Geno Smith out of 275, Amon-Ra, and Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. I got a question. Is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt the Commanders' starting running back? Roma Dunzi, Chuba Hubbard, Lambjack, Travis Kelce, Tet, and Benjamin Morrison. Jonathan Taylor, Lad McConkey, Drake May, Jalen Reed. We got a numbered RPA here. Good luck. For the Texans, it is Jalen Noel, the one you actually want to hit right now. Out of 50. Out of 50. I'm sticking with baseball, Bo. Usually the football's in the morning. I don't really go too much past noon time with baseball. So just so you know, I'm sorry, with football. Football's usually starting at 7, and then we go till about noon, and then I put baseball in. Cortland Sutton, Michael Pittman, Puka Nacua, Sam Darnold, okay, well, the Texans just annihilated this box. T. Higgins on the on-card auto out of 99. And that's just the way the cookie crumbles, folks. And Samuel Darnold. So Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt is the Commander's starting running back. I'm pretty sure we all have one of his autos. All of us. Every one of us. Texans just went off, bro. They just went off. Olave, Barkley, Darnold, Ashton Genty, Brock Purdy, and Barrett Carter. You don't want to know, GSL. Stafford, Kelsey, Allen, McKinney, Caleb Williams, and Tate Ratledge. What? Yeah, Jaden Higgins. Yes. Yes, Sean. Are we good? You good? You good, Sean? You okay now? Alvin Kamara, Jalen Hurts. Do I have that button? Hold on. I don't even know if I have that button. I don't think I do. I don't. I don't have that one. Kittle, Pollard, Genty, and Collins. Well, I mean, obviously T. Higgins plays for the Bengals and Jaden Higgins plays for the Texans. Most people can differentiate between that, Sean. Most, maybe not all. Darius Slayton, Devontae Smith, Nick Bosa, Cam Ward out of 275, Patty Mahomes, and Savion Williams. We got Mike Evans, Brock Bowers, Brian Thomas Jr., blue out of 299, Olave, and Revel Jr. We've also got Myles Garrett, Joey Bosa, Bijan, Ewers out of 199, Bo Nix, and Jack Kaiser. Two packs. Two pack. Joe Burrow, Hendrickson, JJ out of 425, Matt Stafford, Aaron Rodgers, and Ollie Gordon II. Uh-oh, Bayou. Stop it. Nuh-uh, because I'll be on tomorrow morning. What are you going to do tomorrow morning? That's right. You're going to be here and get a deed. Tucker Kraft, T-Law, Derwin James, Omar Norman Lott, Garrett Wilson, and Malachi Moore. That's all she wrote, folks. That's all she wrote. No, you can cut grass after we're done ripping. Not before, Bayou. Not before. Priorities, bro. All right, let's do a recap of this real quick. Appreciate everybody that hopped into this one. Baseball's next. I'm going to do a recap of what we pulled, and we'll go from there, okay? All right, okay, all right, okay. Appreciate you, bro. If I don't see you the rest of the day, enjoy the rest of your Friday. If I don't see you this weekend, enjoy your weekend. Recap. JJ out of 425. Blue out of 299. Genty. Purdy. Darnold. Geno Smith out of 275. Scat. Buchanan out of 199. Garrett. Jamar Chase. Kool-Aid out of 275. Daniels. Ollie Gordon. Baker Mayfield. Jalen Walker out of 299. Nico and CJ Stroud. Saquon. CeeDee Lamb. Luther Burden. Whoa, Luther, chill out there, bro. Cam Ward and Cam Scattaboo. You too, Bayou. I have not. Nope, Smith. They won't let it happen. They just won't let it happen. Jackson Smith on the nucleus. Matt Stafford out of 149. Cam Ward out of 350. Cam Ward out of 250. Worthy. Christian Gonzalez out of 199. Jared Goff out of 150. Ollie Gordon. Caleb Johnson out of 375. Harmon out of 75. May out of 350. Ewers out of 199. Jalen Walker. Whitehole. Scorton. Cam Ward out of 275. Dallas Goddard on the color match there on the Space Dust out of 75. Jaden Higgins, not T, but Jaden, out of 99 on the on-card auto. Jordan James RPA. Isaac Tesla out of 375. Jalen Noel out of 50 on the RPA. Egbuka out of 50. Matthew Golden RPA Redemption. Derrick Henry Gold Auto out of 50. Equinox. Trevor Lawrence for the Jags. And Cam Ward on-card auto for the Titans. Deeds everywhere. Deeds galore. Thanks, Mini Primo. This is break 6786. All replays go to YouTube, just like Mini Primo said. If you're in this break right now and you think you might miss some of it, do yourself a favor. Take a screenshot. You'll have your break number. You'll have your name beside your squad. That's all you really need to go find your replay on YouTube. Next baseball break is pinned at the bottom of your screen. No gilded in that one, but it does have 6 total boxes in it. And Topps Chrome regular hobbies in that too. We haven't opened that in a while. All right, let's start with Finest. Good luck, everybody. It's Finest time. Nada. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what old Primo's got up his sleeve this time. Bryce Harper. Jacob Wilson. DeLauder. It's Mitch Ferris out of 50 for the Angels on the first auto of the break. And I believe that's Plug Rivera. Jackson Merrill out of 150. Carson Wisenhunt, rare refractor. Dylan Beavers, Scooble. Caglione on the X-Fractor. And Roman Anthony, base rookie. Mr. Caglione already appearing with the quickness. Took a whole pack. Took one whole pack. Oh, also that next break, there's no 25 in that one. Gilded is 25. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no 25 in that one. We've only just begun, Chelsea. We've only just begun. Colson, Montgomery, Eldridge, Beavers. Wow, back-to-back autos. That doesn't usually happen. Brian Wu for the Mariners. And that's Johnny B. Good. Fairly new, Ashley. It's fairly new. It's been out maybe a week or so. I'm not even sure if it's been that long. Caros, Alcantara, Vladdy Guerrero, Bubba Chandler on the refractor, Gilbert for the Mariners, and Riley Green. Seattle, Brian Wu. We take those. Yes, we do. It's true. It's true, Johnny B. Good. It's true. Jonah Tong, Josh Naylor, Binge, House, Trey, Arenado, Mark McGuire for the Cardinals, Garrett Crochet, Pete Alonso out of 99, and Juan Soto. There's your little Pete Alonso action for Baltimore out of 99. Springer, Devers, Cassie, Moore, Bichette, Kevin McGonigal out of 275, Lindor, Carson Williams base, Bryce Harper for the Phillies, and Luke Keyshaw. Yeah, no Marvel today, Nolan. I'm waiting for some more Sapphire to get here. I thought I still had some in there, and I didn't. So that's okay. We'll get some more. I have everything else though. Wood, Raleigh, Churio, Mason Wynn on the refractor, Tarek Skubal out of 275 rare for the Tigers, refractor, Tarek Skubal, Sal Stewart base, Adolis Garcia rare, Tarek Skubal, and Burns. Okay, the Skubal pack. Yes, he does, Corbin. Yes, he does. Sal Stewart, Jung-Hoo Lee, Kevin McGonigal, Colby Thomas, Machado, Seager, Marte, Suzuki, Carson Benj, and Xander Bogaerts. The Skubal pack. And Suzuki rare for the Cubs. All right, let's do Pristine next. We're going to end with Gilded, obviously. And then my last break of the day is in the shop right now. And it's Logo Fractor. That's something we haven't opened yet together. Not yet. We're going to today, though. All right, there's our encased cards. Emptiness. Tim, we did basketball all night last night. Marte, Alcantara, Burns, Ramirez, Hank Aaron, Raleigh, and Matt Olson. We didn't even do anything else. It was all basketball all night long. Guerrero, Moore, Pete Crow, Ruth, Kyle Tucker for the Dodgers out of 150, Wisenhunt, and Sasaki. What do you mean? I mean, are you talking about like the ones that aren't colored in? Is that the ones you're talking about? The ones that are just like legit sketches and nothing else? Matthews, Churio, Kyle Teal, Harry Ford, Lindor out of 150 for the Mets, Burns, and Lubob. Sasaki, Nolan Ryan, Bryce Eldridge. Uh-oh, we got a super short print. Good luck. Kyle Teal, Pujols, Shohei, we take those. And rookie, J.J. Weatherholt on the pops. Very nice hit, Drake. Very, very nice hit. Congrats. That's cool.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
And Mr. Eldridge. J.J. Weatherholt. Mayberry, we've got that one that you're in there now. It's got 2 logo fractors in it. I haven't opened those yet. So that's a little different. You got it, Drake. Nice hit. Brian Wu, Kyle Tucker, Bo Bichette, Lindor, Jimmy Crooks for the Cardinals out of 99, Christian Campbell, and Christian Moore. The first of many, Drake. The first of many. Alejandro Kirk, Nolan Arenado, Buxton, Bryce Harper, Matt Olson, Keyshaw, and Brian Wu. All right, now we've got 3 encased cards here. Oh, is that the big one? No, that might be it. Okay. Typically, there's 2 autos, and then there's a patch auto or a bat auto of some sort in these. We start out with, it is, I know who that is. That's Adrian, I think. Adrian Gonzalez for the Padres going to Braden. Braden got him a little deed right there. Just a little deed. Just a little bit. It's just a little bit. Back off. Back off of him. You get off me. Back off. For the Cubs, Moises Ballesteros out of 75. That is Hoove. And let's see what be chilling here. What be chillin', dog? It's a twin. It is Brooksley out of 25 for the Minnesota Twins, who don't always get a whole lot of love. Z-Shane. We shall take it.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
All right, on to another very fun box. Hey, Maverick, good afternoon. This box is, and then it's gilded, okay? All right, here it is. You kind of hope you get something out of this because gilded doesn't have a whole lot in it. Now, actually, I take that back. You actually want to hit in gilded. You want to hit in both. Never mind, I take it all back. Isn't that right, Justin? Doesn't that sound right to you? And welcome back, welcome back, brother. Welcome back. Empty. Yup, I guess. See, Justin knows a thing or two because he's seen a thing or two. Yankill Fernandez, Pete Crow out of 150, and Alex Bregman on the patch out of 150 for the Red Sox. Got to start somewhere. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Every light in the house is on. Cabrera, Garcia, and on the Acha. How about a Carter Jensen out of 75, Chelsea? Does that, I think that plays, doesn't it? I know, it could have been old boy, but there ain't nothing wrong with Pimp Playa either. Don't you fib me.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
With a little luck, with a little luck, a little luck. Julio Rodriguez, Marte. On the patch, it is Fernando Tatis Jr. out of 199. Trevor, I've got a baseball break pin at the bottom of your screen. It's PYT. No randos. PYT. You're just going to have to figure out what team to get and get them. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Harmon Killebrew, Minnesota Twins. Kurtz, not numbered. And for the Yankees. Wow. Slitler for the Yankees. Husker, nice hit. Oh, this is a good box, isn't it? Carter Jensen. Slitler out of 199. I mean, come on, man. Come on.
Hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Buxton. Rookie. Oh, stop. Stop. I can't. Brandon, you got to stop, bro. Stop it. Stop. Chase Burns, 3 out of 5. Stop, dude. Oh, no. And Francisco Lindor. Nasty hit, bro. Nasty hit. And as a Reds fan, I told you guys, you know, whenever this happens, look, another rookie auto. Another rookie auto. You see that, Chelsea? You see that? 3 out of 5. Anytime I pull a card like this, a piece of my soul comes with it. So congratulations, Brandon. Not only did you get a Chase Burns rookie auto 3 out of 5, but you get a piece of Primo soul that comes along with it.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Oh, man. What a card. Okay, I got to move on. Christian Moore, Babe Ruth, and Paul Skeens out of 99 on the patch. That's nasty. Good box. Good box. Okay. I know not everybody's gotten something in this, and Gilded isn't going to do that for you. But that's what we've got left. That's what we've got left. Good luck. And then all I've got is the next baseball break in there. Has a little bit more boxes in it, but the biggest difference is there's no Gilded. Basically, just think of it this way. Take Gilded out of that. There's no Gilded, so take that out and put in 2 Topps Chrome Logo Fractors and a Topps Chrome Hobby. So that's kind of where it lies. There'll be more cards in that one. Not right now. We don't affect. We don't have any left. We had some earlier this year, but we don't have any right now. Here's the 4 cards. Here's the encased card. Empty. Good luck. Well, that's not a terrible start. Out of 99, Bryce Harper. Hang on, let me see if I can get a sneak peek of anything going on here. I don't see anything too crazy. Okay. Bryce Harper, Phillies. We definitely want that. Mastro. Cubs are up next. Pete Crow out of 75. Nice. Hey, Hoove. Nice. 13 out of 75. And this is what I mean, you guys. These are the best looking cards that exist, other than maybe Marvel Sapphire from this year. I'm sorry. They don't look any better than this. This is as good as it gets. Padres, Manny Machado out of 50. And we've got an auto for the Rockies here. Chase Dolander out of 199. Yep, that plays. Who got him this time, though? A. Leathers. Yep, that plays. Pretty good pack. Dolander, Machado, Pete Crow out of 75. Jacob, we got 1 card left. It could be yours. You don't know. There could be an Astro in here. You don't know. It could be. Odds are probably not, but you don't know that. You don't know that. These cards are in their own. They're in their own league, you guys. I'm sorry, and that's why there's only 4 of them in a box. They're in their own league. Good luck. It's backwards. It is the one and only, the late, great Andre Dawson for the Cubs out of 99. 98 out of 99 for Hoove. Heidi, wherever you are out there, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Heidi. Let me get that in a top loader, then I'll do a recap of this break. It was a good break. I'll do a recap of this one, and then I'll get the next one on the table. It looks like we got a little ways to go in that one. Okay. Tip, I can see that. I don't know what you said before that, but I can see that. Oh, did I put him in? Did I put him in the grave too early? I thought Andre. I thought he was gone. That's my fault. I thought Andre was gone. My fault. I don't know why I thought that, but that's what my brain told me. Adrian Gonzalez, Moises Ballesteros action. Okay. All right, let me do a recap of this real quick, you guys, and then I'll do a roll call for what's off the board in the next one. Just give me 1 second here. Well, Trevor, we're going to find out. We're going to find out, playa. Crooks out of 99. Ruth, Aaron, Suzuki, Rare, Bubba Chandler, Otani, Carson Binge, Lindor out of 150, Tucker out of 150, McGonigal out of 275, Caglione, Merrill out of 150. Scooble out of 275. Pete Alonso out of 99. Wizenhunt on the rare. Tatis out of 199. Bryce Harper out of 99 out of Gilded. Pete Crow out of 75 out of Gilded. Machado out of 50, 30 out of 50. Dolander out of 199. Those are all the Gilded cards, except for the gold border one. We also had Paul Skeens out of 99. Alex Bregman for the Red Sox out of 150. Brian Wu auto for Seattle. Mitch Ferris out of 50 auto for the Angels. Carter Jensen out of 75 going to Chelsea. Moises Ballesteros out of 75. Adrian Gonzalez auto for the Padres. We also had Brooks Lee out of 25 for the Twins. It is 16 out of 25 to be exact. Schlittler out of 199 for the Yankees, rookie. It is Andre Dawson, 98 out of 99 for the Cubs, auto. Chase Burns, 3 out of 5 rookie auto for the Reds. Unbelievable. And a J.J. Weatherholt super short print pops for the Cardinals. Going to Drake. And then the overlay will still be up on YouTube. Adam, the question of the day. The question of the day is, what is a movie that when you're flipping through the channels, whenever it's on, you stop and you watch it? Even if you don't watch the whole thing, you do stop and you watch the movie. All right, here we go, folks. It's that time again. Good luck. It's ripping time. You wanted it. You got it. No, it's in the shop now. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? It's in there right now. Don't be, don't be saying, hey, you running it back and then you ain't got no squad. That's right. I'm talking. That's right. You heard what I said. The Rock and Sean Connery. I love it. Logo Fractor Edition. Crave. Now you have to go get a spot. It's all on you. You did it to yourself. Sandlot or Little Rascals. True Lies, Liar Liar, and Lethal Weapon. Hey, those are all good ones. Good luck, everybody. Paredes, Garcia, Brooks Lee, Paul Skeens on the Logo Fractor, and Tanner Beebe. So if you've never seen these before, these are the Logo Fractors. Logo Fractors. Rookie of the Year. Clax, people don't know, nobody know about Rookie of the Year. Especially Chelsea. She don't know nothing about Rookie of the Year. She don't know. It's okay. But she doesn't know. Hey, what's Gary Busey's name in that? Is it Chet Stedman? Spencer Steer, Bassett, Seth Lugo, Suzuki out of 99 on the Logo Fractor, and Jacob Melton. Very nice. Very nice. That's right, folks. Chet Stedman. The more you know. Hey, I'm just talking a little bit of smack. It's okay. I don't mean anything by it. Or do I? That's right. Yes, he does. Brenton Doyle, Carson Wizenhunt, Drew Rasmussen, Christian Yelich, and Nathan Church. These are cool. I like them. They're different. Bush, Carter Jensen, Mizorowski base, Juan Soto, and Luis Arias. Effect, the biggest pull of my entire life. It was and is always the next one. Your husband's favorite movie is Serendipity. Wow, Chelsea. Wow. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but that's a little different. I don't know if anybody's ever said their favorite movie was Serendipity. Corbin Carroll, Royce Lewis, Shanwell, Bryce Harper on the logo fractor insert, and Connor Griffin. This has been a good box. Jacob Melton and Connor Griffin. Yeah, I don't know if I've I mean, it's a good movie, but I don't know if I've ever heard anybody say that was their favorite, Chelsea. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know if I've ever heard that. Alonzo, Ballesteros, Skeens, Chapman, and Garcia. All right, that's just one of them. Let's do the Topps Chrome Hobby. Let's do the Topps Chrome Hobby. Same exact break as pin at the bottom of your screen, and I've got some trepidation. I've got some serious trepidation with that break right now. I think there's like 5 teams off the board. Y'all tricked me, didn't you? You all tricked me. Every single one. It's okay. It's okay. I've been there before, but you all did it. I hope you feel good about yourselves. I do. I hope you feel great. The rookie? Hang on, Tristan. The rookie. Hold on. Why is that? That's ringing a bell, but it's not coming to me. Empty. It's not. I'm not sure, Tristan. The rookie. Yes, I am. Bregman, Dreyer. Look at this. Augusto. Blake Snell and oh no, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. I'm wrong. It's just an insert. I got excited. I'm sorry. I thought it was a Gusto. But I'm not opening the right product for that, so I should have known better. Gunnar Henderson. Why is it so hot in here? It's only 77 degrees outside. Paredes, Churio, and Cruz. Barger, Gallen, Marte, and Campbell. Oh, Dennis Quaid. I remember now. Ben Rice. Uh-oh. Paul Skeens. Jake DeGrom. Freddie Freeman. This is the first one of these I've pulled. It's a short print, but it's the first one I've seen. Who got the Dodgers this time? Wonks. Yep, we'll take that, bro. I know we wanted a different guy, but this is the guy that we got.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Yep, that's the first one of these I've pulled. Hang on. It's something World Series, but I can't remember what it is. But that's the first one I've pulled out of all those boxes. It is. I don't know the technical name. I'd have to look it up right now. Leiter, Quan, Steer on the refractor, and Andy. World Series at night. That's it. Thank you, Casey. Will Banfield, Shane Smith, J.J. Weatherholt, and Daniel Sneeman. World Series at night. That's exactly right. You nailed it. BB, Yamamoto, Pasquantino, and Sean Murphy. We're going to up that Pasquantino collection too, Chelsea, before it's all said and done. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Nathan Church, Bubba Chandler, Augustin Ramirez, Rookie Cup, and Gurriel Jr. Kirby, Jeffers, Austin Hayes on that negative print, and Rooker. I need to ask Mister today if he's getting any, if he can get any of that. Actually, I should ask PJ that. Matthews, Thomas, Bryce Terang, and Logan O'Hop. K Croft, don't worry, bro. It's got a piece of my soul with it, so we'll be okay. Also, did you have any luck last night? Because I saw you going off a little bit. I see things, K Croft, and I saw what you were doing. Did it work out? Did you get any deeds? Okay. Williams, Tong, Raleigh, and Terang. House. That new Samurai product, Gavin, from Japan. Mike Trout, Basayo, and Jesus Luzardo. Soderstrom, Waldrop, Judge, and Schwarber. Is it really Trevor? Oh, well, then I don't want any of that. Never mind. I don't want any of that. We're not going to break that. No, I'm good. Cole. There's a shadow etch in this too. Herrera. And wow, Jacob Mizorowski for the Brew Crew. Wow, dude. Are you kidding me? What a box for a regular hobby. We haven't even pulled an auto yet.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a D.
Walls, Alonso, Jose Ramirez, and Junior Caminero. Naylor, Walker, Caglione, and Kerry Carpenter. Well, the person that I was talking to in here the other day failed to mention that one to me. Murakami, Donovan, Kafus, and Smith. This might be the best top. Well, just give us a logo man too. Give us a logo man in this box, and I can just get up and walk out. I mic drop. Crave, but I think you accidentally sent something you meant to text to somebody in the chat. Britton Doyle, Colson Montgomery, and Jose Ramirez. I've done that before. Luis Arias, Springer. There's our auto. It's Petey Halpin for the Guardians and Gleyber Torres. Yep, I've done that before. Akamoto, Bobby Witt on the refractor, Gunnar Henderson, and Shota. All right, so let's move on to another. Let's do Finest. Let's do Finest. We got 4 boxes left in this, and then the identical break is pinned at the bottom of your screen right now with a lot of teams left. A lot. No, it is. There's a ton in there. It's I'm not kidding. They're in there right now. All right. Finest. Empty. Jacob Wilson, DeLauder, Jonah Tong, Auto, Cardinals. Oh boy, look at this. Look at this gent right here. But look at the gleam in his eye out of 50. Mark McGuire. Mark McGuire. I'm kind of pulling deeds right now. R. Dizzle.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes.
I'm kind
That's
of
a
pulling
D.
D's right now. Freed, Eldridge out of 75, CJ Kafus, Marte, Corbin Carroll, and Justin Crawford. A big red machine all by himself, right, B-Craft? Is he any good, vintage? I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Bryce Eldridge, Beavers, Springer, Orlando Hernandez for the Yankees. Look at that. Look at that. That can't be fun to pitch like that. Come on, bro. Bruh. Hey, bruh. Bruh. This is not the end of the Karate Kid. El Duque, that's right. Tucker, Henderson, Cheerio, Kyle Teal, Bryce Matthews, and Cal Raleigh. El Duque. Devers, Cassie, Moore, Stewart, Savage, Crochet out of 75, Kirby Puckett, Chase Burns, Zach Neto, and Jackson Churio. No, he's living his life. He's living it, he's living his best life. Naylor, Benj, House, Wood, Gilbert, Cruz, Yamamoto, Tong, Shane Bieber out of 99, first on print, and Alejandro Kirk. No, on a good day, Smith, I do. But typically, most people don't know this, but I have a magic carpet. Yeah, I usually just ride that around everywhere. Cal Raleigh, Jackson Churio, Colson Montgomery, Sproat, Early, Marte out of 30, rare. Lawrence Butler, rare. Caglione out of 50, well. Kyle Teal and James Wood. Hey, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? This guy needs to play better. This guy needs to play better, or he needs to go away. And Mr. Sproat. We got 3 boxes left. Jung-Hoo Lee, Kevin McGonigal, Mizarowski, Trey Turner, Arenado, Karos, Buxton, Troy Melton Rare, Bryce Terang, and Colson Montgomery. Colson Montgomery. Oh, did they finally send him down to the minors, since he was with us this year? When they send him down? They gave up on him because I know he served his suspension, so. Logo Fractor Part 2. And everything you see getting open in this one is in the next one. Matthew Boyd, Troy Melton, Cam Smith, Brett Beatty, and Rafael Flores for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Flores. Crochet, Newt Barr, Victor Scott, Aaron Judge on the Logo Fractor, and Colby Thomas. Corbin, I mean, at the end of the day, just is it something in crazy, nasty, insane card from straight out of Nor? Probably not. Is he a decent prospect? Probably. You really just need to look it up like you would any other card. So, unfortunately, I don't have a sports almanac or I don't have a Beckett downloaded into my brain. I'm not exactly sure how much that is, but it is an auto out of $4.99. I don't even know if he's still on the Indians. I'm not a Guardians fan, so I don't know much about him. Lou Bob, Cole Young, Tovar, Jazz Chisholm out of 250, and Gavin Williams. I don't want to tell you he's nasty, and I don't know if that's the truth. Ray, I'll probably start with something easy, and then we'll go into the gold packs in the morning. Saturday morning's a little bit slower sometimes because people sleep in. So, we'll see. We'll see. Scooble, Pena, Guzman, Simeon, and Logan Gilbert. There are 7,948 teams left in the next break. Literally. Brown, Basayo, Dingler, Binge on the logo fractor. That's the first one I've seen of Future Stars, and Jonah Tong. There you go. Thanks, R. Dizzler. You see that, Corbin? I don't know much about the gentleman, but there, R. Dizzle went out and looked it up. Garcia, Churio, Crawford, Roman Anthony on the logo fractor. That's got to be the variation too, I would think. And Nolan McLean. We got 2 boxes left. Pristine, and we'll end with tribute. There's the encased cards and the 6 packs. Emptiness. No. I've seen. Acuna, Montgomery, Merrill, Henderson, Bobby Witt out of 99, Early, and Caglione. Bellinger, Colson, Montgomery, Thomas, Murakami, Freddie Freeman, Merrill, and Raleigh. Caminero, Arozarena, McGonigal, Judge, Painter, Kafus, and Horner. Appreciate you, Cincy. Thank you, Mastro. Appreciate y'all. Westberg, Arozarena, Holiday, Harper, Kyle Tucker, out of 50 on the plated and polished, Mason Wynn, and Gunnar Henderson. Bryce Matthews, J.J. Weatherholt, Lawrence Butler, Mookie Betts, Matt Shaw out of 99, Hunter Goodman, and Nolan Arenado. No, there's a tribute left. Ryan, Basayo, Contreras, Carson Williams, Gunnar Henderson out of 75, Michael Harris, and Ozzie Albies. Let's see what our encased cards are. Mariners. Harry Ford out of 150 for the Mariners. I don't think I've pulled that auto before. Foss. Jay Anderson, did you get Diamondbacks again? Yes, you did. Well, we're not done yet. White Sox, Edgar Quiero out of 50. Something, Colton. I know we want that other guy, but at least we got something. And he doesn't want to stand up, so you're just going to sit over here then. Out of 50, Cal Raleigh for the Mariners. Don't mind if I do. 26 out of 50. Nice hit, Foss. Nice hit.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
And we've got one box left. It is Tribute. I don't know why Harry Ford doesn't want to stand up either, but that's okay. Jacob Marcy, Fernando Tatis, and wow, Basayo auto out of 99, B. Gibbs. That's kind of exactly what you wanted to see right there. Maybe the only thing that could have been better is it was lower numbered. That's it. That's it.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Tris Speaker for the Red Sox. Luis Gonzalez out of 50. And our patch, dual patch for the Nationals out of 199. James Wood and Dylan Cruz. Well, Trevor, there you go. Ask and you shall receive. He's kind of thick. It's not you, Gavin. It's definitely not you. Dylan Beavers out of 150. Yankees, Jazz Chisholm out of 50. Yep, leaf blower. Yeah, leaf blower. That's what it is, Chelsea. Yep. No, they're out there with reckless abandon. You know how they do. You know. Forget this business hour stuff. And that's out of 150. Roman Anthony, Paul Molitor, and Andrew McCutchen out of 150 for the Pirates. It's actually a pretty well put together break, isn't it? Just overall production wise. Seen a lot of different teams. Jacob Melton, Mookie Betts. Did it finally happen, Jay Anderson? Corbin Carroll out of 10 for the Diamondbacks. You're nothing if not persistent, Jay Anderson. And today was that day. It all culminated right here, right now, in this break. Actually, I don't know if I need that one. This one seems like maybe a little bit smaller. Nope, we're going to use the bigger one. Congrats, Jay Anderson. I don't know where you are. I don't know if you just passed out or... but that's out of 10. 5 out of 10, Corbin Carroll for the Diamondbacks.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Nolan Ryan, there he is. Luis Morales and Miguel Cabrera out of 99 for the Tigers. Can I see a tiger? Look at that. 2 birds with one stone. 2 birds with one hobby box. There's your tiger. And what a tiger he was. Appreciate you, Kelsey. I'm going to do a recap of this break. It was pretty good. And then we'll do a roll call for whatever's off the board in the last break of the day for me. It is in the shop right this very instant. Same break. Same break. No different. Same break. Well, Jay Anderson was persistent with them Diamondbacks. I'm going to tell you right now. He's a believer. And today was his day. It was his turn. All right, recap. Carson Williams. Gunnar Henderson out of 75. Harper, Aaron Judge, Andrew Painter, Murakami, Nolan McLean, Carson Benz, Jonah Tong, Simeon and Gilbert, Williams and Chisholm out of 250. Beatty, Troy Melton, Sproat, and Kyle Teal. Bieber out of 99, first on print. Crochet out of 75. Matthews and Eldridge out of 75. Bobby Witt. Montgomery, Murakami base. Kafus, Caglione, Aaron Judge, Austin Hayes, Yamamoto, and Weatherholt. Skeens and Freeman, Chapman, Garcia, and Beebe on the logo fractor. We've got Harry Ford out of 150. Edgar Quiero out of 50. Juan Soto, Arias, Skeens, Marte out of 30. Melton, Suzuki out of 99. Harper, Yelich, Church, Luis Gonzalez out of 50. Judge, Thomas, Roman Anthony on the variation logo fractor. Petey Halpin out of 499 auto, and Rafael Flores. We've got Connor Griffin on the logo fractor. Jack Caglione out of 50 on that insert. Basayo. Hernandez for the Yankees auto. Matt Shaw out of 99. Tucker out of 50. Bobby Witt out of 99. Cabrera out of 99. Beavers out of 150. Corbin Carroll, 5 out of 10 patch auto for the Diamondbacks. Wood and Cruz out of 199. Jazz Chisholm out of 50. McCutcheon out of 150 for the Pirates. It is 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10, Jay Anderson. Cal Raleigh out of 50. Basayo out of 99 for the Orioles. Mark McGuire out of 50. Mizorowski on the Shadow Etch short print. And Freddie Freeman on the World Series at Night super short print. So needless to say, there were some good hits in this break. That is not disputable. It's undisputable. All right, let's do this. Logo fractor. All right, good luck. Matt's like, I'm the complete opposite. What do you mean? Those aren't cards. Those are just extra ShamWows that I bought for us. Luke Keyshaw, CJ Kafus, JP Crawford, Bubba Chandler out of 99. That's nice. And Langoliers for the A's. Oh, don't worry about that, sweetie. That's just extra ShamWows. We needed some more, so I made sure and got us some. Don't ever ask me for them, though. You can't have them. Okay, thanks. Freddie Peralta, Pasquantino, JJ Weatherholt, Paredes, and Realmoto. Oh, STG. Not only that, but how fast, look, you looked up and 4 hours had gone by and it felt like 10 minutes too, didn't it? Brian Reynolds, Schlittler, Acosta, Ellie, and Jung-Hoo Lee. We'll take care of all of these. Not all of them are autoed or are numbered, but that's okay. We'll take care of all of them. That's right, STG. I know how it goes. I've been there. Been there. Actually, I haven't been to Vegas, but Turner, Contreras, Verlander, Ortiz out of 250, and Paul Goldschmidt. One of these days. One of these days, I'll find my way to Vegas. and the world will be mine. They're not ready for Primo. I haven't cased over. I've had a couple of times where I could have gone and didn't, but McGreevy, Sproat, Lopez, Spencer Steer, and Joe Ryan. But Mr. said I'm gonna go eventually. Like it's gonna happen sooner rather than later. One day, I just imagine we're gonna wake up and we're gonna be like, today's the day. Sorry, no breaks for you guys. We're on hiatus. We've booked flights to Vegas, and who knows when we'll be back. Devers, TJ Rumfield, Perez, Gunnar Henderson, and Trey for the Blue Jays. There you go, Spiker. All right, let's get into this Topps regular hobby. Pavetta, Ortiz, Bubba Chandler Refractor, and Juan Sutta. Visit Hogs and I want to be careful saying that name. At Vegas and thank me later. All right, Dakota. Story, Sale, Sasaki, and Yelich. I got to be careful with that other one. I agree. I think it is too, Robbie. You're right. Yes, it is. Jimmy Crooks, Baldwin on the Rookie Cup, Sproat, and Sanchez. Oh, I know, Dakota. Look, I know what you're saying, but you gotta be careful with that word. Oh boy. Connor Griffin, Cruz, and Abrams. You know what I'm getting at. Alvarez, Cassie, look at that. Johan Santana out of 25, one of the best autos that exists. Going to James.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
And Salvi. Do you see his auto, or does your eyes not work? McCarkle. Nice name, by the way. It's okay. He must not be able to see that all that well. Garcia, Campbell, Pete Crow, and Olsen. Roman Anthony, Acuna, Gilbert, and Freeman. That's what it was, Kurt. That's what it was. McLean, Luzardo, Slitler, and Beatty. Oh, I know about that one. I know about that one double. Cameron, Muncy, Harper, and Simeon. Early, McCutcheon, Montgomery, and Rodone. Imai for the Astros. Herrera, Basayo, and Rodriguez. Machado, Chapman, Snell, Chapman. Seager, Nemo, Andy, and Beck. Lowe, Freed, Mark McGuire, and Max Scherzer. Andrew Painter, Melton, Soto, and Perdomo. Freeman, Caminero, Contreras, and Gresham. Stowers, Jimenez, TJ Rumfield, and Spencer Swellenback. Henry Davis, Beavers, DeGrom, Duran. Shaw, Baez, Guerrero, and Wu. Freeland, Kirk, Hernandez out of 150, and Ellie De La Cruz. We're moving over to Finest now. It's Finest time. Uh-oh. Right off the bat. Garcia out of 99 for the Pirates on the RPA. Mondez. Raleigh, Churio, Early, and Scooble. Jensen, and Cease. That's right, Kurt. No time like the present. Crawford, Langford, and Lindor, our other auto. Moments. Sasaki for the Dodgers. There we go, Wonks. A little bit of love. Ain't got nothing but love for you.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Dylan Beavers, Valera out of 275, Guerrero, Carroll, Bubba Chandler, and Salvi. Ain't got nothing but love for you. Bobby Witt, Pete Crow, McLean, Rodriguez, Springer, Devers, Griffin, Salvi for the Royals, Tovar out of 99 rare, and Sal Stewart base. Mr. Tovar. Colorado. Sasaki, Stanton, Young, Montgomery, Cassie, Crochet out of 250, Marte, Colson Montgomery rare, Ramirez, and Logan Gilbert. Colson Montgomery, yeah. Yamamoto, Acuna, Basayo, Perez, Win out of 150, Riley Green, finest timelines, Don Larson, Connor Griffin out of 25. There you go, Pittsburgh. Now we're talking Mondez. Kurtz and Chapman. Pittsburgh's eaten, by the way. I think you guys already saw that, but I'm just felt like I'd reiterate it that Pittsburgh's eating. Schlittler, Schwarber, Ford, Churio, Montgomery, Eldridge, Basayo, Churio Rare, Shohei Rare X Fractor, and Jacob Marcy. We take those two. Little Shohei action, Churio. And we got 3 boxes left. We got a logo fractor, pristine, and tribute. Empty. Dalton Varsho, Harry Ford, Cody Ponce, Noah Cameron out of 250, and Robert Suarez. This is it, Will Trust. This is it. Or Will Rust, sorry. That you're looking at it. This is it. And then Noah will be on here in a little bit, a couple hours. Chandler Simpson, Neto, Binge, Doyle, and Kikuchi. Okay. Okay. Can we get a logo fractor auto right quick? I mean, just one time for the one time. Diaz, Williams, Durbin, Roman Anthony, and Matt McClain. The Roman Anthony action for the Red Sox and Matt McClain. It is Zach. That's exactly who it is. Confirmed. James Wood, Goodman, Marcy, Joe Ryan out of 150, and Parker Messick for the Guardians. Cade Horton, Clark, Barnett, Kurtz on the logo fractor out of 99. That's sick. You can't see it as cool as it really is, but and Valera for the Guardians. Xavier Edwards, Aaron Judge, Kevin McGonigal, Kurtz again, and Kyle Tucker for the Dodgers. Right. Let's get these gents over here. And we've got Pristine and Tribute to go. Good luck. Empty. Give me a second, you guys.
What is a break? Great question. What a break is we have all these boxes on the table and we have each team a different price. Once you buy a team, let's say you bought the Lions, once all the teams sell, you would get all the cards for the Lions that come out of these boxes. Again, we never know what's going to come out. We don't know how many cards you're going to get, but that's what a break is. It also works if it was baseball, basketball, or entertainment. Let's say we did a Disney break and you bought the Mickey Mouse spot, you get all the Mickey Mouse cards that come out. I hope that helps. Have a great day.
Hi, back. He'll be right back. Use words. Noah and Colin will be back tonight. They're doing random team NFL mixers. Those will be starting at 5:30. No, tabs. No, you don't want that. Hey, I'm not Primo. No, I'm not Primo. I'm just he had to run out real quick, so I am just sitting there. He said, "Peace out." He's done. He's done. Mic drop, right? So Noah, Kobe, no Kobe vacation again, but Noah and Colin will be live at 5:30 doing a bunch of different random team football breaks. Value, like everything's under $200 a team. So that's the plan, y'all. That's the plan. So, okay, he's back.
Oh, you don't want that. You don't want that. Carter, Jensen, Ellie, Keyshaw, Williams, Yasavage, Morales, and Kafis. I was burning up alive, Brian. I had to go turn the air conditioner down. I couldn't make it. House, Snell, Bichette, Mizarowski, Marte out of 99, Soderstrom, and Rushman. Couldn't make it. Had to get some airflow going. Devers, Aaron, Ortiz, Hernandez, Wood, and Rodriguez and Guerrero. Well, I'd gotten to the, I'd gotten, it was okay there for a little bit. And then the fact that it hadn't cut on for a bit, I couldn't take it no more. A fan wasn't going to do it. Cause it's gotta be every bit of 80 degrees in this room right now. Rodriguez, Perdomo, Tatis, Corbin Carroll, Perez out of 50. Hey, it's Salvi. Garcia and Eddie Haino. Gets kind of hot in them rhinos. A Ray would be nice. I don't know, Lenny. I don't know. Westberg, DeGrom, Eldridge, Bobby Witt Jr. Out of 75, Cole Young, Kafus, and Hernandez. Uh-oh, something. You already watched it. Don't tell me nothing. I don't want to know nothing. Don't you say nothing. Olson, Chandler, Rodriguez, Carroll, Cease, Albies, and Burns. Gonzalez, Luis Gonzalez, first on print out of 25 for the Diamondbacks. They hit again, back-to-back breaks. Zach.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
A deed? Cardinals, J.J. Weatherholt. That's exactly who we want to see there, Colby. That's exactly who we want to see.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
White Sox. Edgar Quiero out of 75, 72 out of 75 in that upper right-hand corner there. White Sox. And then there was one left. This is the speak now or forever hold your peace portion of the break. This is where you ask for those Cubs, Santa, because there's only one box left. There's only one left. Or don't. I mean, it's up to you. I don't know. I see you, Lenny. Yeah, none of these want to stand up. That's fine. They don't have to. Tomorrow morning, I'll be back on, Bree Bree. I usually do baseball around 12 o'clock. We'll probably do this break again. But this is my last one of the day. Hi, my name's Primo. Welcome to 238 Cards. Now, Noah will be on a little bit later with some football breaks, but we'll probably do some more of these tomorrow. I usually do baseball right around 12 o'clock Central, so like 1 o'clock Eastern. Roberto Clemente. Beavers. John Smoltz out of 99. Well, Atlanta. Remember this guy? Remember this guy, JSP?
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
Frank Thomas. Kyle Schwarber out of 99. Aaron Judge for the Yankees out of 50 on the patch. Not too bad. Tim, he signs in one of these. I don't know if it was a tribute or not, but he definitely signs. Sometimes Joe Boo, I'll tell you right now, and it's not a secret, Joe Boo does respond to flattery. Oh, that's top loaded the wrong one. Whoops. Schwarber. Joe Boo does respond to flattery. Jeter. Caminero. Oh, no. Sal Stewart out of 150, Cincy. It is 103 out of 150, Sal Stewart, bro.
Oh, hi. Do you see that? Do you know what that is? Yes. That's a deed.
We like that. Satchel Paige, Slitler, and Chris Bryant for the Rockies out of 150. Christopher Bryant. If that guy ends up runner-up for Rookie of the Year with 100 RBIs and 30 home runs, then we might as well not have Rookie of the Year. Treya Savage, Tony Gwynn, and Christian Moore out of 150. They might as well just get rid of Rookie of the Year altogether if he doesn't win. It's pointless. It doesn't mean anything. Out of 150, Christian Moore. Diddy Cincy. Rogers Hornsby. Cole Young out of 75. And on the patch, it is Mason Miller for the Padres out of 199. Well, James, I mean, all I know is that if a rookie bats 270 and hits 30 home runs and 100 RBIs, there better be somebody with the best stats ever to win Rookie of the Year over that. Like, literally. Like, 0 earned runs. Like, it would have to be insane. That one doesn't involve thought. It should just be. It really doesn't involve thought. It should just be that way. Appreciate you, Hoove. Now I'm going to do a recap of this. Appreciate you, Beth. Have a good night. And what about defense? What about it? Schwarber out of 99. Frank Thomas, Cole Young out of 75, Marte out of 99, Kurtz, Ortiz, Hernandez out of 199. Appreciate you, Chelsea. James, I got you, bro. Mizorowski, Tucker, Kurtz, Valera, Joe Ryan out of 150, Messick, McLean, Doyle, Kikuchi, Suarez, Cameron out of 250, and Kurtz. Crochet out of 250. No, I'm serious. In what capacity does defense even come into play with 30 home runs and 100 RBIs as a rookie and batting 270? I'm not seeing the comparison. Colson Montgomery, Tovar out of 99, Hernandez out of 150, Soto, Mark McGuire, Imai, Basayo, Cassie, Gunnar Henderson, Steer, Joe Ryan, Joey Ortiz out of 250, Goldschmidt, Jung-Hoo Lee, Paredes, Real Moto, and Langoliers. Slittler, Wynn out of 150, Valera out of 275, Carter Jensen, Churio, Sproat, Yasavage, De La Cruz, Chandler on the variation for Pittsburgh, Bubba Chandler out of 99, Perez out of 50, little Salvi action, Trey, Roman Anthony on the logo fractor, Shohei Rare X fractor, Chris Bryant out of 150, Mason Miller out of 199, and Aaron Judge out of 50. JJ Weatherholt, not numbered, but we'll take it. Luis Gonzalez, first on print out of 25. Edgar Quiero is out of 75. Sasaki, Smoltz out of 99. Moore out of 150. Connor Griffin, 2 out of 25. Sal Stewart out of 150. Garcia RPA out of 99. And Johan Santana for the Twins. Okay. Now, like I said, Noah will be on tonight. It won't be too much longer from now. It's what, 3-something. He usually gets on around 5:30, I think. He'll have football mixers tonight, and then I'll be back on in the morning. As always, 7 o'clock Central, and we'll just see what's popping on a Saturday morning. I'm going to stop YouTube, and then I'm going to stop TikTok. Appreciate you, Matt. Mondez, Pittsburgh won.